Like Stan say, turn up the volume. This ain't your regular show. This ain't left wing or right wing. This ain't black or white. We in another dimension now. Hey. Where the Moors unite, where supreme knowledge meets overstanding, where facts get tested and pseudo get exposed. Got 5 attorneys, bring them 5 scholars, bring them 5 fake internet historians, bring them 2. If Sabir Bey wrong, then come embarrass him publicly. But if he right, you better prepare to unlearn everything they programmed in your mind. Sabir Bey, Sabir Bey, Sabir Bey, born and raised, Sabir Bey, born and raised, South Philadelphia, home of the raw truth, home of the cosmic lectures, home of the debates that shape timelines. This is DJ Derek on the ones and twos, showing you where the knowledge lets us go. Ancient frequencies meet futuristic facts where consciousness rides baselines through the galaxy. So tune in, lock in, tap in to the Sabir Bey Show. We give you the news, but it's really all about you. Ain't no sleeping in this dimension, only elevation, liberation, revelation. Welcome to
See, you always got to stay one step ahead, y'all. What's up? So it's the StreamYard. It's StreamYard that's doing it. What's up, brother Stan? What's good? What's good? What's good? So StreamYard is like it's pulling because I have this thing called StreamYard, and StreamYard is literally pulling because it's too much information that's on here. So that was just the intro. So I got another intro. Always got to have a backup. So I'm just going to kill time until y'all come to the feed. So bear with me. I got a lot of stuff open on my feed, y'all. A lot of stuff open. So just bear with me. And I believe I'm gonna see if I can get through this without this thing freezing up on me, man. So let's open up my lines. And always Wait a minute. We back. It's freezing up on me, Stan. Hit the link. Y'all better hurry up. Yes, I lost the volume. Let's take it from the top one more time. Take it from the top. This is what happens. I'm going to show you how this go in real time. Hit the link. I keep trying to tell y'all, get on live now because I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know space. Once again, I have to clear up space on my computer. Take it from the top.
10, 9.
Come on, let's go. Let's go. Don't wait till I get off the feet. Let's go.
Start.
Let's go.
2, 1,
Let's go.
ignition, and liftoff.
Welcome to the BDP Hour.
Got it on TikTok. All over. Let's go.
DCGLT official message of your cell complete. Copy KSL 3020.
I hope you have a good flight and enjoy a new vehicle we're giving you.
We thank you very much, and we sure we will.
My name is DJ Kenny Parker. I will be your musical selector for the night. We have KRS-One on the microphone. This is 20 years in the making. G. Simone on the low. Johnny Hustle. Predator Prime, what's good? Mondo. Yeah. Without further ado, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yo, Kenny Parker, what up? KRS in the building. Yo, these cats all talking about they run this and they run that. Motherfuckers don't run shit. KRS-One in this piece. Y'all wanna battle? Let's go. I talk guns, I make normal runs. Don't forget it. I talk guns, I make normal runs. Don't forget it. I talk guns, I make normal runs. Let's take these cats back. I make normal runs. I talk guns, what y'all make normal runs. I talk guns, I make normal runs. I talk guns, let's show these cats, Kenny. I talk guns, I make normal runs. They some hoes, watch what they say. There's pictures of their asses with price tags on eBay. Deja vu, the Matrix must be having glitches. I could have sworn I just smashed you short bitches. You need to look up to me, cause right now all of y'all rhyming right where my dick is. You just lost, you can't believe. This club is like Iraq, you the US, you need to leave. Battle Chris, please, I blaze 2 guns. Have your ass looking like Saddam's 2 sons. This that real shit. Wow, you look like some kid that got gassed after watching 8 Mile. Now pull up your pride, Neo. How did I beat you? Did it have anything to do with the mic I speak through? No, but if you want to get far, don't think you a pussy. No, you are. That's why. I talk guns, I make normal runs. That's right. I talk guns, I make normal runs. Don't forget. I talk guns, I make normal runs. I make normal runs. New York. I talk guns. I make normal runs. I talk guns. I make normal runs. In case you forgot. Guns. I make normal runs. Shoot out, shoot out. Everybody wind up. You don't. KRS or now you fuck. Poop out to your face and your gut. Wave the Glock in your boy face like what? Y'all talk that jump, but you really all pump. I'll smash you and your man. Come on, double up. That's why I got the double pump. So I can fuck you up. You a fan of rap? I'm the man in rap. I'm looking for where hip hop's next land is at. You getting in my way? Where them cannons at? First thing you get hit with is a panic attack. Then you feel the steel of the gas in your back. Now you wondering why you even said all that. You could have left KRS one way in the back with his conscious raps and his old school tracks. But now I talk guns, I make normal runs. I talk guns, I make normal runs. I talk guns, I make normal runs. That's right. I talk guns, I make normal runs. What y'all forgot? I talk guns, I make normal runs. What you forgot? I talk guns, I make normal runs. Oh. I talk guns, I make normal runs. I talk guns, I make normal runs. See, I'm the same God that spit out, you must learn. And spiritual minded, but y'all not concerned. You want to take shots at me and disrespect, try to degrade my philosophies, but nope, y'all crazy. I'll watch your brains ooze out like crack jars of turkey gravy. God told me to slay thee, and I'ma get to it. No ifs, ands, buts, or maybes.
Let me say this to y'all. Honestly, bro, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I have a weak ass audience. I don't even know what I be doing wrong. What is it? It's my Philly attitude or something? Because y'all some weak people, bro. Like I really sit back every day try to figure out what do black people want. What do y'all want? Or do y'all share the videos out to who y'all need to share it out to? Because I'm really trying to figure this thing out. Like, if you notice that I don't have all the money that all the DL Hughleys and them have, and all the Boyce Watkins, because they selling y'all a dream, and all these people that giving these people thousands of dollars. But for some crazy odd reason, it works for me. And I do it with no finances. Even show right now and just go back and just clean my whole computer. I have so much up on this computer right now with facts that I can show you. But DL don't show you no facts. Boyce don't show you no facts. Tariq Nasheed doesn't show you no facts. Umar Johnson doesn't show you no facts. And I'm sitting here like, I'm going to give an example. I'm going to show you something, okay? I'm going to take a picture and I'm going to turn it around to show you why my computer is running so slow. But I can't get $2,000 to go get a new one. But I'm going to show you why. Because I have so many windows open, so many files. This, I'm going to take a picture. And I want y'all to see, because they can see it on TikTok. So for y'all that's on TikTok, these are things that I have open. So I can show you and not tell you. Y'all get it? Show you and not tell you. Y'all can't see it on YouTube, but those are the windows that's open. None of these people that you watch on none of these platforms have windows open to show you some facts. So I'm going to show y'all what I mean by that. You see it at the top? Those are all windows from books on down. At the top. So when you want to know why it's freezing up, is because StreamYard, which this thing I pay for every month, right? And it froze again. But this is what happens. Maybe I just need to get to just telling y'all anything. Kind of crazy, right? Wow, it's froze again on me. Damn, this thing is pathetic. Just bear with me. It froze again. So give me 1 second. Y'all gonna have to work with me, B. Rock with me for 1 second. Or should I just get off the feed? What y'all think? I should just leave. Wow, dude, are you serious, bro? That's kind of crazy. Wow. Yeah. Test. Let's see if y'all can hear me. I gotta take so much stuff down, y'all. So bear with me. I gotta loosen up this space, B. Let's loosen up some of these things and see if we can get some better things flowing over here. Let's see if we can make this thing run smooth, y'all. And y'all don't help at all. Damn, y'all don't help at all. Give me 1 second. It doesn't listen. I need your help. We need your help, Jarrell. Listen. I keep trying to say this to y'all over and over and over again. Listen. I can literally. I should do that. I should just don't even show y'all nothing. Just, you know how back in the day when I used to do radio, you didn't have no pictures on radio, But the crazy part about with me, I like to show y'all proof. So it is what it is. It's not hurting Sabir, it's hurting y'all. So it's not hurting Sabir Bey, it is hurting you, the public. Okay, so you're going to keep listening to the D.L. Hughleys, the Boyce Watkins, the Umar Johnsons, and all of them, and you're going to get all of your information from them cats that don't show you nothing. So we're going to work this thing out. And if you would like to support Sabir Bey, you definitely can. It's a link right there that you can support what I'm doing, because I ain't got time. It's nice out. I spend 2 hours with everybody on his feet every single day. 2 hours with straight facts, with no support. Okay? So if you think I'm bitching, maybe it's that bullet that's in my head. Maybe it's the bullet that's in my head, because I got this a thing called TBI. Maybe I got TBI. Y'all know what TBI is? Maybe I got TBI because I got a bullet in the back of my head. Maybe that's what that shit is. TBI. Y'all know what TBI is? Whew, maybe I got that. But no, seriously, I really want y'all to understand what I'm saying, people, because I'm really, really boiling down, getting to a point that I don't give a fuck about none of y'all people, because y'all don't give a fuck. And it's sad that it comes out that way, people, but I'm just looking at the nonsense that is going on social media, bro. The nonsense. And I bring everybody and anyone to the feed and say, let's talk about it. DL do not want to talk about it. DL is being safe. He's a safe dude. He's going to bring on Don Lemon. He's going to bring on all of these other people and get on other people's show, even these European shows, right? To act like he's doing something that is great, but no real conversation. None. I'm wrong about anything that Sabir is saying. Please come correct me. I've studied this reparation things over 20 years, over 20 something years. And for some reason, you're looking for somebody who you think is an expert. Let's test their expertise. Let's test their expertise. They're not really trying to do anything, because the key to all of this, I'm going to make this very, very simple for y'all. Okay. And if it frees up, just rock with me for a minute. Somebody sent this to my brother DL. I definitely texted to him. He wouldn't even look at this. DL, and I texted the DL, and I actually hit it up on X. DL will never touch this. He know how to get on the phone, and he know how to call me if he was sincere about teaching people the truth. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to pull it up, y'all, so bear with me. Let me pull up DL Hughley. So I saw this video, January 6th fund to lay out the strongest reparations argument. What argument? Do y'all see this craziness? Give me 1 second. What was the argument that DL Hughley? Give me 1 minute. Because y'all really don't want to have no conversation on reparations, bro. Why is this thing is acting up, man? Give me 1 second. Come on, y'all. I see y'all on TikTok and X. Talk about it. Let's have this conversation. What? Strong argument. What was the strong argument that DL Hughley said? What? What was the strong argument? Let me explain something. I'm going to make it very, very plain for y'all. Okay, what was the strong argument that DL Hughley was talking about? So let me see if I can make this make sense to people. I know some of y'all probably wouldn't get this, but we're going to make it make sense. I'm going to ask y'all a question in the chat on X, on Instagram. Who would you give reparations from? And who would you give reparations to? Let's make this very simple. Who would you give reparations from? And who would you give reparations to? One more time. Maybe DL Hughley can call me on the phone and say, Sabir, let's talk about this for a minute. Who would you get reparations from? Who would you get reparations to? Very simple. It's not even that's not a HB what you call it, Ivy League question. B is very simple. Who would you give reparations from, and who would you give reparations to? What up, Stan? I don't know what's going on, but it keeps freezing on me. But it is what it is. Cause I'm ready to get off of here, so y'all better suck it up. Are you there, Stan?
How you feeling?
Not feeling good with our people, brother. Our people, it's a disappointment, brother, on so many levels. Black people in the United States is emotional creatures, brother. And I'm tired of them. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I can listen, it's froze on me again, but you can hear me. Don't worry about it. We're gonna rock out. I'm gonna ask this question again. Who would you get reparations from, and who would you get reparations to? So why don't you share this to the Boyce Watkins, the D.L. Hughleys, the Roland Martins, and all of these people that y'all cheerlead every day that don't show you anything. Who would you get reparations from and to?
That's crazy because I get to think, the more and more I think about it, my first thought was different than what I think now. And I was thinking that maybe that the United States is supposed to get it, but then I thought even harder. I started critical thinking, and I'm like, the United States wasn't even created then. And then I started thinking, dang, we were selling our own selves out. So I'm like, how in the world, you know what I mean? How we gonna get reparations, or unless we gonna start getting reparations from our own people and stuff? You know what I mean? There's so many different ways that you can look at this thing,
Brother,
and I had to think about it.
I look at it many ways, brother, and I'm still
right.
I'm like, anybody wants to try to challenge me on this reparations things, let's go, because again, you heard what I said, right? Is y'all sharing this out on TikTok? You sharing this out? On X? Let's share it out, because I'm sitting back and he said he did the best argument about it. Argument on what? How? I would like to know, where did D.L. Hughley study reparations from? What? Hold up. What knowledge? Where did he get it from? Where did he get the information from? Because I can show you where I got mine from. Remember I told you, sources, right?
I think he got his information from emotions. It's not information.
Bruh, listen, and that's all these black folks are. He's emotional. Let me pull something up, brother.
Emotional roller coaster.
Brother, I am, bruh.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yo, it's an embarrassment, bro. For real.
Yeah. I used to go by what all the people saying.
No, they would say, you trying to make people believe what you believe. So I don't want you to believe nothing. I don't get nothing out of reparations, bro. This reparation conversation, Sabir is not getting anything out of it. I just see the lie. And if this thing acts up, I'll probably cut this video and do it again later on. But I probably have to, because StreamYard, brother, is pulling so much on StreamYard. So bear with me. I'm trying to get rid of this thing with DL. It's not acting up, but it's crazy not acting up on TikTok, and it's not acting up on X. It's only doing it on StreamYard. And I'm paying for this thing. I'm ready to get rid of StreamYard. For real. I'm trying to even close the darn. Man, this is wild, bro. I'm even trying to close the page, but it's only on StreamYard. Give me 1 second. So, rock with me for 1 second. I told you I'm gonna see how I'm gonna roll through this, B. Freezing up on all.
No doubt.
We're gonna rock out.
Right. No doubt.
Hey, man, I'm a veteran at this game, homie. See, the truth.
You make sure you do your thing, man.
The truth get interrupted, not the lies. The lies they keep pushing. This is why I told y'all to read that, watch that movie Fahrenheit 451. Fahrenheit 451 is in there. So the truth,
Yep.
like Harris one says, does not get supported. The truth don't get supported, right? The lies get supported. And your paycheck, D.L. Hughley, determines the amount of truth you're willing to tell. Your paycheck, Boyce Watkins, determines the amount of truth you're willing to tell. But if I present this to you, you would not believe this. If I presented this to you, y'all would not believe this one. Now, where would D.L. Hughley get this information from? Give me 1 second. Let's pull it up on the screen so y'all can see it.
Maybe the lies his teacher told him.
I don't know, brother, but I tell you one thing. I know these people. I know DL over 20 years, baby. Y'all think I don't know these cats. There's only one Sabir Bey. That's all you got to do is mention my name to him. He may not say it publicly. He'll probably say it privately at a show, but he's never going to say publicly on no platform that he knows Sabir Bey. So give me 1 second, bro. I'm dead. I'm telling you how they are, bro. I'm telling you how they are.
I believe it because
Huh?
I said, oh yeah, I believe you because I haven't heard him talk with real common sense about reparations. You usually don't hear most of our people, so-called black people, talk about real good information on reparation. They don't talk about you have reparations for nations. They don't get down to deep details like this.
But look, the one is talking about the case against Germans. This is reparations. This is called LexisNexis. When you go into LexisNexis, you can't just get into LexisNexis either. I want y'all to see the facts. Reparations, nations. There is no nation called black people. That's my laptop. This is me inside the law library. Where would they get, who would they give reparations to? And back then, there was no United States. See how simple that is? Back then, there was not a thing called the United States.
Right.
Okay? That came later, before they were colonies. And this is what kills me when I'm seeing people post up these videos. So, yeah, D.L. Hughley gave the best and the strongest. Hold up. The first slaves held in the United States were white people, number one. If you did your research. Can I read it for them? And now if I'm wrong, bring me all your experts. Bring them. Let's read it real fast. Bring your experts. But they didn't get treated the way we got treated. You Negroes love their trauma cup. The first slaves held in the United States were not black, they were white. They were Europeans. And I want the experts to go do their research on what Sabir is saying. In 1670, Virginia passed a law forbidding Negroes. In 1670? 1670. Well, wasn't this is the funny part about black people. No lie, this is black folks.
1976.
If you bring up anything about this, they say that wasn't all. Then if you bring up anything about Moors, they say we weren't all Moors. This is the weird part about black people, right? But all of y'all were slaves, right? So all of you were slaves. All of y'all were slaves, but you're not a Moor and you wasn't part of this. Do your research on what I'm saying. Think about this for a second, bro. I'm going to read this again, and it froze on me again, brother Stan. So bear with me.
It's all good. That right there, that information alone makes the average so-called black scholar look so stupid. Cause
they're not scholars, brother. They scrollers. You don't get it? They're not scholars. These cats are scrollers. And you got a lot of them that's on my feed at this particular moment. On this feed right now. So if you got some evidence. So while we try to figure out the technical difficulties, people, on my StreamYard, because StreamYard is pulling right now. In 1670, Virginia passed a law forbidding Negroes from buying white people. This was 51 years after the Negro had arrived in chains. The same law was repeated in 1748. Free Negroes bought white people in such numbers in Louisiana that the state made a similar law in 1818. Did y'all get it? Did y'all get it? Okay. So It's keep freezing, y'all. So just bear with me, okay? All right. So let's work it out. DL Hughley and them don't show you none of this information. None of it.
Nope.
And I'm going to show you how I'm going to work through all the freezing because I don't have $1 million to keep this thing going. People like the conscious people, you know, those conscious cats that y'all throw thousands of dollars to. But give me 1 second. See, they can still see me on X. So give me 1 second. Let's pause this for a minute. Let's move that. Give me 1 second. Let's pause that. Let's take that out. I'm taking some things off him, man, so we can loosen up, Brother Stan.
Right.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, they don't show none of that information, man. I used to think like that too, though. But I guess I was the go along, get along, and I used to just be like, okay, yeah, we deserve reparations for slavery and all this kind of stuff, but didn't really have no facts to show it or prove anything of it, and just thought that it's supposed to be given to black people because of slavery. But I didn't know that every race had went through slavery. I didn't know that
But this is
because
the
they
funny
didn't teach
part.
that in school.
But this is the funny part. The white man that gave him a day off. Look at them. They still chatting. Look, they still typing instead of coming on the feed. They still typing instead of coming on the feed. I'm gonna type because I don't want to sound stupid. No, nobody's stupid. Nobody's stupid. So
No,
the things that what happens, brother, the questions you don't ask become stupid. And y'all don't ask none of these cats the question. So y'all should hire me and I'll go ask the question. So the weird part is the white man gave y'all a day off, even though they said it's Memorial Day. And they will, well, you know, Memorial Day was started by the black soldiers, but it wasn't on this day. It was on May the 1st. Why you didn't celebrate May the 1st? You see how crazy we are?
right.
They pick and choose what day that you want to celebrate it.
Yep.
So this book right here, you'll find out who was the first slaves and how Negroes in the 1670 had slaves and in 1748. But when it comes to that, they say, oh, it wasn't the same, Sabir. It wasn't. Okay, let's all sit in a room. Let's get Boyce. Let's get Charlemagne. Let's get D.L. Hughley. Let's get Don Lemon. Let's get Van Jones. Let's get all of these beautiful black people, Angela Rye. Let's get all of them. And let's sit in a room, right? And see who had what. And see who's going to come out on top. All the people that y'all watch on these platforms that don't show you no evidence, they just tell you, well, brother, they give us January 6th victims reparations. That's what they're crying about. But if you study,
that's what.
Stan, have they ever read the Constitution?
And that's the part I keep. They never read that these people have rights to go up in there and.
Just think about this for a second. Have they ever even showed you, D.L. Hughley, any of these people, have they ever showed y'all the Constitution? Have they ever showed you anything? If you read constitutional law, bro, it's all in there. Hold up. I'm going to explain this to you. And I want y'all to go look at it. Huh?
They are crying. That's my main thing. They are crying about these people getting reparations for going for January 6th. I'm like, have y'all even picked up a Constitution?
Hold up. This is fun.
It's sad. It's sad.
Hurry, bro. Give me 1 second, Stan. Keep going, bro. I'm going to turn my computer off and turn it back on because I'm going to try to see if I can.
Okay.
But keep this thing going. If anybody wants to join it, if Jarrell is in the building, Jarrell is more versed in it. Also, Jarrell knows what time it is. So, Jarrell, if you're in the building, brother, I know you're probably out. Most of y'all are probably out in the streets. So let me see if Jarrell can jump on the feed with me for a minute. We got all these other spectators in the background. I want y'all to share it out. I'm gonna see. You know, they're like the spectator. I want to see what Spirit says. I ain't gonna bring
no doubt.
See what he's gonna say, but I'm gonna say. I'm gonna see what he's gonna say. I ain't gonna jump on the show with him. So let me see what Jarrell is at before we do this because it's froze, and I'm gonna see if I can reboot my computer to see if I can make it run smoother. All right. So if anybody's confused,
Right.
let me know.
But yeah, nobody's showing the Constitution. Nobody's talking about that. And when any form of government is destructive to its end, is the right to people. So they had every right to do that. Every right. They sending out tax dollars to Israel. They violating our human rights, ungodly, indoctrinating the kids, police killing our people. Man, it goes on and on and on. The poison in the foods, poison in the water. The list goes on and on and on them violating our human rights, violating it. And so, but nobody's showing the people the Constitution, the real laws of the land. And that's the sad part about it. Because most of these so-called podcasters, they are just on here talking for likes and views. None of them really show real information on history, law, you know what I mean, or Constitution, or even the dictionary, black law dictionaries and stuff like that on the meaning of some of these words, man. And that's the sad part. But people are following these people on podcasts because they have a following. And you can have a good following and you still can have a million some dummies following you. So, I mean, what are we really doing out here? We have to get this stuff together. And we got people on that on social media upset and arguing about reparations to some people that had every right to go up in the they had every right due to the Constitution. They had every right to go up in there, and that's what our so-called leaders are not telling us, that these people work for us. These people are sending our tax dollars to Israel. We have every right to go in there and turn tables over, just like Jesus would do, man. Jesus was a rebel. He was in there turning up. What's up, Jarrell? But yeah, but that's what man, they not showing none of this stuff, bro.
And
We should be in there turning the tables over.
And you know the crazy part is Jarrell knows this brother because he's a brother that actually reads real history, and it's weird to me. Like, I'm really trying to figure out a lot of these so-called black people that y'all follow, bro. Like, real rap. I don't think, and then I bet you Jaquetta don't even share these videos out. I guarantee they don't do that. They be like, nope, but I'm gonna get on this feed every day. You know, the weird part is, and I say challenge me. The history is out here. It's not even hidden from y'all. But they say, oh
right,
no,
right.
You know, this is the crazy part about our people. Even to get on shows, I've seen so many people that's only get on other people's shows and never say, never, you should invite this particular brother that actually can explain this reparations thing. I can. Right? I don't get anything out of it. I really don't. But I do know the reparations. I can tell you that much. I can prove it to you with facts. Right? So I'm sitting back. Let me see if we can work this out, brother. Give me 1 minute. I think we're good now. I just sent Jarrell a book.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if you ever heard. I just sent Jarrell a book. Did you get the book I sent you, Jarrell?
Yeah, I got it.
Crazy, right? So I'm going to pull something up, and I'm going to show you how crazy this is. Bear with me. See if we can bring this full circle. How many people heard of that right there? Tort law. The law of torts.
What?
You know how much?
Good as well. They ain't show us nothing like this.
You know how much that book cost?
Probably thousands of dollars. Probably collectibles.
Hold up. No. I'm going to help you out. I study, though. This is me. You see my laptop right there, right? This is me inside the law library, which DL and them don't go in, so they should hire me, right? That's my laptop. This is me inside of a law library. That's Philadelphia Law Library. But let me show you how much the book costs. I just sent it to Jarrell and brother Jamal. This is the tort law book. You see the price? $4,650. You see? But the crazy part is we would spend that for a show or a trip. But would you buy the book? I got it if you want to get it. Let me tell you something. When you read this, right, then all of this starts to make sense. Now, bear with me. Have you ever heard of this thing to Jarrell called alien tort? Anybody? Come on, DL. Where they at? Where's the DL Hughleys in them at? Have you ever heard of this thing called the alien tort?
No, I haven't heard of that one.
You never heard of it? Oh,
Mm-mm.
I told you they're gonna silence. We're gonna silence Sabir Bey show. We don't want everybody to know this, but let me pull it up for you. I sent that to you for a reason, and this is why I don't send out books anymore to people. These are books that I was reading when I was in the law library. So when you read the book, then you go into the research and you find out what does that even mean. Let's pull it up for y'all. Now, if you hear these other cats talk about it, tell them to contact Sabir. He can explain it to you. Let's pull up the alien tort. Oops. The Alien Tort Act. Oh my God. Would that be that right there? The Alien Tort Act. Oh man, you got to understand how deep this thing is. Hold up. I'm going to see if we can work this thing out together, y'all, okay? The Alien Tort Act usually refers to an alien tort statute under Title 28 of the United States Codes, 1350. Look, so U.S. federal law, it allows non-U.S. citizens, aliens. So wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up.
Whoa, hold up. What the? What?
Just bear with me. Just bear with me 1 second. I'm going to walk y'all through the history. So if you was a smart person, and this is the crazy part, without any of these black people researching this, right? They'll argue with you and say, no, that's not what that is. So DL, Boyce Watkins, Roland Martin, whoever you are, Charlemagne, let's talk about it for a minute. What made black people citizens? What amendment? What amendment to the Constitution? I know this head is spinning right about now.
14th. The 14th made us citizens.
The 14th, right? Can we all agree? Can we all agree that the 14th Amendment made us citizens, right?
This is what they say.
14th Amendment, right? We got smart people on my feed. Before we move forward, we all agree that this, they say the 14th Amendment. Go get Tariq Nasheed.
Yep. Oh, he's not. Oh, never mind.
They say the 14th Amendment made them citizens, right? I don't think so. It's nowhere in there that says that. So this is the weird part about black people, right? It don't say that black people are in the Constitution, right? But they say that they are in the Constitution, right? Am I right?
Yep.
They say the 14th Amendment, but even though it don't say black people. Wait a minute, let me see if I can pull something up. So remember, hold that thought. Okay? Alien Tort Act. Maybe if they did this. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 minute. So they say the 14th Amendment made them citizens, right? Let's pull up in law what an alien is. Let's go. Now hold up. An alien is a person within the meaning of the Due Process Clause of the 14th Amendment. Oh my gosh. Should I keep it there for y'all? So if it's wrong, let's have a panel discussion on it. If it's wrong, let's have a panel discussion on it. Right? So if you say that the 14th Amendment, and this is what the weird part about black people who don't even study the Constitution, this is the weird part, Jarrell. All of these dudes that y'all watch never studied. I don't know. I want to test them and see if they studied the Constitution. What constitutional law did they pull out? What constitutional law are they pulling out? What constitution are they pulling out? What constitutional law? Come on, man. Let's talk to me for a minute. Which one? So, do they even have copies of the Constitution of the United States or their state? But you believe them. You know why they can compensate these people? Have you ever read the 5th and the 14th Amendment? Anybody? Can I quote it for y'all? The 5th and the 14th Amendment, the 5th and the 14th Amendment, the 5th and the 14th Amendment. It says life, liberty, and property without just compensation. Life, liberty, and property without due process of the law. So it's two difference, the 14th Amendment and the 5th, right? So one, they have to compensate if you take somebody's property. The 14th, you don't have to compensate anything. Go read it. Tell D.L. Hughley, let's have this conversation. Tell them let's have this conversation. If I'm wrong, bring me your attorneys. Bring me your constitutional lawyers. If I'm wrong about anything. The 14th Amendment does not say compensation. It don't say compensation. It says it in the 5th. So if you take somebody's property, right, you have to compensate them. Remember, black people are property. And they still to this day. So who are you going to get reparations from? But the key to this, you know what a tort is? Do anybody know what a tort is? Y'all should get that book off me. You want to get that book from me? You can get it. You know what a tort is, bro? This is law. Do y'all know what a tort is? While y'all thinking about it, I'm going to pull up another alien, okay? If y'all scared to answer, just share it to somebody. Share it to an attorney. Judge Joe Brown told me I got to contact these people for tax purposes. Black alien in Illinois. Is it registered in your mental Rolodex yet? So aliens under the 14th Amendment. And persons underneath the 14th Amendment too. Persons underneath there too. So it seemed like it's kind of quiet on here. Where's these smart people at on my feed? Where's everybody at cheerleading? Oh my God, he's the best of the best of the best. He gave the best and the strongest for reparations. Do y'all know what a tort is? Let's go back to the tort one more time. So just in case you don't understand how this works. I told you I'm a veteran at what I do. Okay. Give me 1 second. Let's pull up a tort. Where's my tort book at? Anybody know what? Don't try to look it up. You know what a tort is? So the tort, for y'all that don't know, it's a wrong, people. It's just a wrong. So that's the tort law. This book, one of these books is $4,000. $4,000. This is me. And this book that you see right there is called the Blue Book. Let me see if I can blow this up so you can see a little. Oops. Okay. So give me 1 second. Jarrell, I could do this all day, bro. And people still probably wouldn't get it. Where is my blue book at? So I'm going to show them how this works. What they got to do with reparations, Sabir? That's what they argue. It has a lot to do with reparations, family. You see that book right there, sitting right there, Jarrell? You see that book? So that particular book is called the Blue Book. Yes, it will be this. It is called the Blue Book. And that's inside the law library. So I invest in books. I don't invest in bullshit. I invest in books. So when you read this, you start to understand how this system works. This is why they said Malcolm X was a threat, because Malcolm, right, was started telling y'all the games, how this thing works. So you think D.L. Hughley is a threat to these people? No, they're not a threat. Boyce Watkins is not a threat. They're not threats to the system because they don't know exactly what the system tells them. So if y'all know Boyce, you can send this out to Boyce Watkins. He can come on down. Okay? I told you I'm going to make it very, very plain. So that particular tort book, right? Well, I have many of them. That one book is $4,000. And one thing my brother Teray said, yes, he said, you should spend that kind of money on books. Well, black folks ain't going to spend it. You'll spend it on a pair of shoes. But you also have to read it. See that one? Tort. So you have to understand what tort is and what is a tort alien. So let's go back one more time, just in case y'all not getting this. If y'all confused about anything, I know this is over your heads. It's for those HBCU people, those smart, not HBCU, them Ivy League people, those types of people. I don't even give them credit. So when you look up the tort, right? Remember what I said? Follow me for 1 second. It's a wrong, people. It's a wrong. That's what it is. So you can actually sue as an alien for wrong. You can, but you got to go to the book though. Let me show you the books. It says Title 28, Jarrell. Let's pull it up for 1 second. Let's pull up Title 28. Here you go. This is what happens when you read the United States Codes, Title 28. Those are the United States Codes right there. What section am I in, brother? Would that be Title 28? Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Look how many books. It's about 30 of these books. This is the United States Codes. Okay? Title 28. Which one of these people that you know that you be listening to on social media is showing you Title 28? So once you understand what they're doing, you wouldn't get upset. So what slaves were they talking about? Who was the slaves they was talking about? Who were the slaves? Now, this picture right here is in S.M.E Law Library in Atlanta. That's S.M.E. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, Jarrell. There you go right there. See what we do on this show? Could y'all show love? Show love and support this channel, people. So that's at S.M.E Law Library. Let's go to Jenkins Law Library in Philadelphia to show you what I do. I do real research, not internet scrollers. This is in Philadelphia. Again, Title 8. You see what this says right here? Alien and nationality. The spirit of Jewish law. You get it? All of it. You got to have it all to actually try to have this conversation. But DL gave the strongest. The strongest. Let's pull that back up one more time, Jarrell. This is what they said, brother. He gave the strongest layout. Let's see if we can play it without it freezing up. So this is what they said. What was the strongest, brother? They can do what they want to do. It's just the tort is just a wrong. Like, how you compare that to reparations? Here, go right here. Listen.
Giving out to people that were unjustly treated by the government. Black people should be the first in line. Palm Springs was black people. Seneca Village which is Central Park was black people. Mm-hmm. So it isn't what you did to us in slavery. It's what you took from us after we pulled ourselves for our bootstraps, and then you use the power of the government to take it away. You can't say pull yourself out your bootstrap. Hey, nigga, I'm taking your boots too. And I think if now you can give people that shit all over the Capitol money, you can give people that were shit on by the Capitol money. I just think it's that if you're going to say that these people deserve reparations for the 2 years they might have been in prison, I think 398 years of slavery probably is the same thing. And I think that now you've set the template that these are things that we believe in. If we're having reparations given out to people that were unjustly treated by the government, black people should be the first in line. Palm Springs was black people. Seneca Village is which.
Did they say reparations are wrong? Jarrell, did they say reparations are wrong? Or a tort? So the tort will be the wrong. The reparations is for when nations fight one another. There is no black nation. You see how crazy that is? If I was sitting in the room with DL. So if you research reparations for when two nations fight one another. Reparations is for when two nations fight one another. There is no nation called black, but where would you get the reparations from, and who would you give the reparations to? Kind of crazy. Let's see if we can pull some more up. Let me show you what they had on this feed with DL Hughley. Even the Jews had to be classified as Polish to get reparations. Poland, nationality. Jew is not a nationality. The United States has paid reparations many times. Black Americans are still waiting, and you're going to keep on waiting until you declare your nationality, brother, because they didn't go to war with black people. They didn't go to war with the people that they had enslaved were not black people, bro. They were not black people. Hold up. If I'm wrong, please do your research and debunk everything I'm saying. Let's roll through this again. January 6 riots. 1.776 billion. Bear with me. Look, 300 per person, free slave owners in Washington, D.C. The District of Columbia compensated Emancipated Act paid enslavers, not the enslaved, because they do not have to pay you. Have they read the Constitution? In the Constitution, it says in the Fifth Amendment, this book right here, compensation. You can't take property without just compensation. So you were the property. You can't take the property without just compensation. It's very simple. It's not even hard. They never read the Constitution. The 14th Amendment does not say that. Okay, let's move forward. This is their stuff that they putting up here. So they compensate. You see that? Directly compensated. I want somebody to pick up the Fifth Amendment and the 14th Amendment and read it. Pick up the Fifth Amendment and pick up the 14th Amendment. And then you'll see the difference in the compensation part. They don't have to compensate you. You're not even a citizen. Simple. Let's move forward. Bam. Let's go here. Native Alaskans, 960 million. Bear with me. Let's go a little further. Japanese Americans. Look, the Civil Liberties Act signed the President Reagan paid 20. What is that? Each I'm trying to find out. Japanese. I'm trying to find incarcerated during the World War II in total payout. 1.6 billion. Japanese and Latin Americans. They are nations. They're not yellow people. Listen to me, fam. I hope y'all getting this. If anyone's confused about what I'm saying, please join the feed. They're not talking about black people, and they're not talking about yellow people, and they're not talking about white people. There is no black people. No black nations. Period. And for some odd reason, I mean, I don't know if these peoples are plants or whatever. They gots to be plants. So these are nations. Nations, not crayons. Holocaust survivors. Since 1952, German government has paid more than 9 billion in reparations to the Jewish Holocaust. Now, bear with me. They were Polish people, bro. They had to be Poles. Jew is not a nationality. Jewish is not a nationality. Anybody wants to debunk it? Let's go. Okay. Here they go again. Oklahoma acknowledged in 1921 destruction of Black Wall Street. The scholarship. Listen, are y'all following it? You're saying Black Wall Street. It wasn't even Black Wall Street. It wasn't called Black Wall Street. Ain't that kind of crazy? But let's go to Paris real fast. Give me 1 second. Let's go to Paris. Now, this is in Paris. Give me 1 second about Germany. Let's go to Germany. Paris Peace Conference in 1946. Did you ever see this? The Peace Conference? Bring it together representatives from 21 allied nations. Primary objective was to review and recommend modification of draft treaties. No one has treaties with black people either. There's a lot of stuff that's going on. So you can't tell half the story on reparations on why. And he was talking about Germany. Okay? Was y'all taught this? Is this in schools? I know this is a lot to, to take in. Look, the negotiated payment of war reparations. Bear with me. Again, have to understand what they're talking about. Reparations is for when nations fight one another. There is no nation called black people. And if it's a black nation, please come to the feed right now. Please send this out to DL and let us have this conversation, bro, because it's very simple. And I'm not a dude that brags about what school that I went to. What person went to war with black people? They had this in Paris. You didn't even, how do you didn't know about this? But we justify the craziness, right? Oh, brother, they gave Japanese and they gave everybody else reparations. Okay, bear with me. I need you to follow me, okay? These are nations. Those are nations. Japan, Germany, okay? Italy. There is no black nation. It don't exist. Don't exist, B. It's the black nation. Oh, you want me to go deeper than that? Let's find some more. Now remember, this is not Google search. This is actually in the law library. What's up, Jarrell? This is actually in the law library. Now watch this. That was for war, right? Reparations. What nation is called black? Hold up. Let me pull this one up. Here you go, Jarrell. What does that say right there? The executive branch has always addressed the claims for reparations as claims between government historically. At the end of the war, there had always been a declaration of victorious nations. Woo, this is too easy, Jarrell.
Tell me.
This is too easy. And watch how many people get scared and turn a blind eye. Well, they still owe us reparations. No, they do not owe black people reparations, bruh. They don't. And this is why DL, they don't want to talk with me. Let's go up. And if you notice, this is LexisNexis. You notice they don't know HTTP. Here's the Paris argument right there, what I just showed you, right here.
See, and it's crazy because it's Memorial Day, right? So if reparations are paid between warring nations, that would mean it would be between two militaries. So where's the Black Army?
There is none.
Exactly.
It's no Black Army. Oh, yes, it was, brother. It was Black Army. No. But look what it says right there. Paris argument, the United States and 17 other allied nations, including Czechoslovakia, met in 1946 in Paris. Now, didn't I just show you what I just want to? Did I just show you? Now, this is when you go get the documents firsthand, and then you go do the rest of the research. But again, DL Hughley and them is too scared to talk with me about this. They don't want to talk to me about this. They got to keep it. Listen, they do stuff to stay relevant, brother. They do things to stay relevant. Now, if anybody wants to challenge me, come on, let's go. Because I got more. Hold up. Jarrell, if they want to go toe-to-toe with me, I got a whole bag of it, brother. Oh, yes, we can have that conversation. So that was the meeting that they had in Paris. Right there. Let's go back to Paris again. There is no nation called black. And these black leaders are playing the hell out of y'all every single day. This is why they watch this video, brother. Oh, they watch my videos. They just can't touch it. So, nations. Right? So let's pull up some more on reparations. So when you have all of these documents laid out and you spend time and money on this to make it make sense to people that don't give a damn, you're going to get it some kind of way, bro. So here you go again. This is inside the law library. I laid out everything. That's my laptop. I'm laying out everything on reparations. Reparations for nations. 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 There is no nation called black. Nations. No nation. And it's like, here, I'm gonna give you another one, up close and personal. I'm giving all the facts to you. Let's pull out another one. There it is. What treaties they have with black people, bro? The German reparations. In the wake of what? World War II. What nation? But let's go to Boyce Watkins, what he said. Give me 1 minute. Listen to what Boyce Watkins talked about with D.L. Hughley. This is why I don't trust none of these dudes, bro. None of them at all. They just want to sound smart. And somebody send us to Boyce Watkins and tell him he can call me and we can have this discussion on reparations. Let's go.
I've heard people bring up this point, including D.L. Hughley, who called me on the phone oddly enough and just cussed me out because I'm not going to just do what I'm told like he says that I should do. I have no idea why he was so mad at me. But either way, though, DL made a very good point. DL says that Trump should consider the fact that black people should be first in line to receive reparations for what's been done to us by the government. Well, here's where he's 100% correct. Yeah, black people deserve reparations. We've been talking about this for a long time. Dr. Claude Anderson brought this up over 30 years ago. Malcolm X brought it up.
That's a bunch of bull. See, he talks about Claude Anderson. I've been doing this almost 30 years, probably 30 years. Think about it. But he brought up Claude Anderson. He ain't saying nothing either. And if you don't like it, bring it. He's truly not saying anything. You know what he was doing? He worked for them. And this is what KRS-One was saying. This is not a knock on them, but I want you to understand. He worked with them. KRS-One said this. Your paycheck determines the amount of truth you're willing to tell. And then they wait until they get older and then they want to start telling stuff. They wait till they get older, then they want to start telling them when they benefited off of it. But tell Boyce Watkins to talk with me about Ibn Khaldun. You want to talk about him? You want to talk about Claude Anderson? Let's build on Ibn Khaldun. Ask Boyce Watkins, let's talk about Ibn Khaldun or the Muqaddimah. That all of this government studies him. Why Boyce don't bring him up? But he's telling you about Claude Anderson. There's no such thing as your black dollar, bro. The dollar bill is green, homie. The dollar bill is green. Y'all don't get it. They act like they care, but they really don't care. But let's move forward to what Boyce Watkins said and send it to him. I sent it to his ex.
People brought this up for a very long time. So the question you should probably ask is, why now? Why is suddenly the talk of black reparations becoming an issue now that we've got a president in office who is not interested in giving black people reparations? Here's the thing. The reparations conversation should have been brought up when you had people in office that you actually put in office. What Trump is doing, and I'm not blaming him, Trump is going to be Trumping. He's taking care of the people that gave him power. He's taking care of his friends. He's taking care of his allies.
That's true, though.
Now, here's the deal. This is what people don't want to talk about, is if the Democratic Party had also taken care of their greatest ally, which is the black community, Trump never would have been in office. If you remember, when Obama was elected, the Democrats had extraordinary support from the black community. There wasn't a black person within a 100-mile radius who wasn't all for Team Obama. So the question is, what happened? Well, you neglected the black community. You took their vote for granted. You acted like we are supposed to do what we're told and expect nothing in return. And so a lot of people simply said, hey, I'm going to do what's best for me. Since you're taking care of you, I'm going to go take care of me. So that means I'm not going to be voting for you. So then Trump gets elected, and then suddenly, for whatever reason, instead of looking in the mirror and saying, I wonder why they didn't support us. And they wanted to attack black people. They made things worse by blaming black men this, black men that. And the thing that you got to understand about the black male is that there are real men in the community who don't give a damn what you think. You can talk crazy about us all day if you want to. You can make things up. You can throw around lies and call us names, but we don't care because we're taking care of our families and we're doing what's best for the people that we love. So here's the deal. When you talk about reparations, and whether or not Trump should give reparations to black people, my question would be, why would Trump give you reparations when you didn't even vote for him, when the people that you actually supported won't even give you reparations?
It's probably less than 3 people that's on his feed that support what I do. 3 people more. It's not many people. Ain't that crazy? That you would think that it's a lot of people say, I got you, bro. No, they don't. I told you, black folks are straight hypocrites, bro. I'm laughing at this, and I can't knock Trump because they support their own people. And one thing about these so-called white people, they will support their people even if it's a lie. Even if it's a lie. So I don't get supported. Somebody told me the other day I should be having $1,000 thrown at me. I don't have $1,000 thrown at me. I don't even have hundreds of dollars thrown at me. So my point is, I told y'all, if you came in late, that's not my problem, y'all. The white man gave you the day off. That's your business. It's skipping, Sabir. Go back and watch the video. Okay? So you're asking somebody to give you reparations. You're asking for reparations. You're begging, but they tell me I'm begging. You're begging for reparations and don't even know. What they should be doing, Jarrell, is trying to figure out their nationality, bro. That's what they should be doing.
That part.
You know what? Oh, hold on. This is a phrase. We all didn't have slaves. Wait a minute. We all not Moors, but we all slaves though, right? We all didn't have slaves. We all not Moors, but we all slaves though, right? That's the weirdest thing ever, bro.
Chasing reparations without a nationality.
Somebody said that my main audience is poor. Damn, they called y'all poor. Maybe they are. Maybe I need to go to another channel. They just called y'all poor. No. They're not poor. Let me tell you something. I won't say that they're poor. Black people that's watching this video right now spend money on what they want to spend money on. So I won't call them poor. Your audience is poor, Sabir. 2 nickels. Damn. Fuck. Woo, that motherfucker. You just hold up. You said they poor. Wow. They're not poor. Let me tell you something. They're really not poor. They got car notes. They got mortgages and things that they own. And this is the weird part about me. I know that I don't own anything. Like the European make you think you own something. You're going to keep that motherfucker up. Like, nigga, we're going to clean it, make sure it's good. And when you don't pay the taxes, it's out. You see how crazy that is? So one thing I do know that I invest in books. Let me help you out. So the book I told you, the tort book, tort law, is $4,000. Let me show you something. $4,000. And I literally just sent it to Jarrell. You see that? They wouldn't even spend $4,000 on a book, not even $400 on a book. That's called tort law. Tort. So listen, you want to see? I thought somebody said, wow. He said, I thought I don't know what y'all trying to get free information from me from. Don't try that, baby. Don't work. I thought when you nationalize, you can actually own it. They're not dealing with nationality, bro. So let me share something with you. If you want the book, I just sent it to Jarrell. And let me go back one more again. for you late people, because you're probably barbecuing right about now. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is the book I sent Jarrell and Jamal, because they support what I do. Okay, so this is called Tort Law. That's me inside the law library. So that's the tort law. And even if y'all tried to find this, even if you tried to find this, you wouldn't even know what's inside of it. You know how many hours you have to be reading this particular book? Do you know how many to actually put this together, what I'm doing for y'all, to really put this stuff together? It takes a lot of time to do this. So let me show you what it is. Tort. And this is what it was right here. Once again, it's called the alien tort. So a tort is a wrong, people. Like when you get a moving violations, torts are wrongs. That's what they are. They're not crimes. No moving violation is a crime unless you hit somebody. That's a different subject. But when you hit someone, moving violations are, if you don't have a driver's license, whatever it is, it's a tort. It's a wrong. You breached the contract. They don't teach you this. So, but this is what it is right here, brother. It's called the alien tort. Refers to the alien tort statute. And I just showed y'all Title 28 of the United States Codes. None of them are walking you through what the laws are. Now, I know y'all too busy to even think about this because it's too much. It's only when you get in trouble. Title 28, which will be Title 28, where you see me standing at. That's Title 28. You see all these Title 28s? You see all these Title 28s? That's the United States Codes. I can tell you what's inside every last one of these books without a shadow of a doubt. I can walk you through everything inside these books and tell you what they're doing to you. So when I'm inside law libraries, this is what I do. So don't expect me to give you everything if you don't support. That's like Donald Trump. You don't support what I do, so why should I go all the way out? So this is United States Codes, all these books. This is Admiralty Maritime. This is what I do when I'm in law libraries. So anybody want to try to test me, brother, you're going to lose playing with this guy. Oh, you're definitely going to lose. So, all right, you're going to definitely lose playing with me on this. So let me just show you the law libraries I'm always in. Okay. This is Thurgood Marshall Law Library. That's in Texas. This is my son and I. That's S.M.E Law Library in Atlanta. That's my son and I when I was giving a class inside S.M.E Law Library in Atlanta. This is Jenkins Law Library, the oldest law library in America, in Philadelphia. I did a class in there too. So you show me what law library have y'all been in. Let me know. This is room 600. When I used to go in there when I was in Philadelphia, room 600, where all the old books at. Law library, room 600, City Hall. When you go in, that's actually tell you when I was there recently too. You got to get security. You go through security now to go in there. That's City Hall. This when I was in Jenkins. You see how many times I visit these places? You see how many times when I'm home, I go, and you have to show ID when you go in there too. Nobody does. Nobody's doing this, B. Nobody. No library at all. Can't lie. Listen, they talking about reparations. Let's go. So they didn't get black people. They got Moors. Let me prove my point. When they went there, they got Moors. Okay? Let's pull up another one, bro. I'm going to give them some history. So let me ask you a question, Jarrell. Shout out to my brother, Flash Flood. Where did they say they got the slaves from? What was the first?
Shoot. Was it Spain?
Come on now. Okay, let me show you something out here in California, y'all, for y'all, so y'all can rest at ease and see if they would call black people or they would call Moors. Why I pull out one of my books. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with this place, but this is called Claremont, right? Give me 1 second. That's Claremont. So out here in Claremont, I went up to Claremont, right? And I'm walking through the campus and I'm talking to the students as I'm walking through the campus. Okay. Moors of West Africa in the beginning of the Portuguese slave trade. Give me 1 second. You got it? Let's pull it up for a minute. I'm not a Moor, brother. I'm a black man. So did they get Moors or did they get black people? Moors or black people? Oops, scholarship at Claremont. The Moors of West Africa in the beginning of the Portuguese slave trade. Wait a minute. Hold up. So it was Portugal? Y'all don't know where Claremont is at. Y'all can Google that. But while you trying to Google that, let's take you to Portugal real fast. These are my documents when I was there. Hold up. This is in Portugal that you will probably not find this online. You would not find this online. Conquest of Lisbon from the Moors. Wait a minute. Hold up. So they wasn't black people, bro? They were Moors? Hold up. You want to see some more facts? So just think about this for 1 second. Why these things are happening. They rejected the whole Moors. This is what Edward Noble Drew Ali said. You strayed after the gods of Europe that you knew nothing of. And this is what is happening. And then we'll put these black leaders in front of you so you can follow them. I stayed in Portugal, baby. I could tell you all about what's going on in Portugal. Let's go to, now pay attention to the timeline. That was 1100s. That was the 1100s, right? Let's go to the 1373. Let's blow this one up. Again, conquered from the Moors by King Alfonso. Oh, bear with me. Conquered from the Moors by King Alfonso. I'm not a Moor, brother. I'm a black man because they had blacks and they owe blacks reparations. There's no black nation. Let's go forward. Now pay attention to the timeline. 1619. Let's pull up 1619. So after the 1500s, this is when they started shifting you away from who you were. That's why your black folks that look like you and I are selling you out. But these people were Moors. Let me help you out. Let me give you the breakdown of the Moor, and I'm going to show you the museum I was in Portugal. So people keep saying Moor is M-O-O-R, right? No, it was M-O-U-R-O-S, the Moors. This is in a museum. So they were Moors that they captured. I can go deeper into this. We can go to Spain too in 1 second, okay? Am I making sense, people? Marcus, am I making sense? So the people that they captured with our own people, they were Moors. Hold up. Let's go a little further. We haven't learned our lessons yet. We're repeating history. You can look this up too. This is the Moors Castle. That's in Portugal. So what did we do? We sold our people out, bruh, and we still, the D.L. Hughleys, the Roland Martins, the Charlemagne the Gods, all those people that they're selling that make it looks good, but they never showed you nothing this good. So that's called Castelos dos Moros. That's what's going on. Okay, so I'm going to show you the museum that I was in, and I'm going to type it in the chat box, and all of y'all can do your research. Now, if you would like to go with me over there, it'd be cool if I could take 10 people. That'd be dope. If everybody sit up there and paid me, we can go whenever y'all want. Next month, next week, for a week, we can make it happen. But again, we don't back each other. And guess who knows that? The boogeyman. So let me tell you, I'm gonna type the museum in here, brother. And I did a YouTube on it too. I don't know if you can see what's inside there. So this is actually the museum where you will find a lot of history on the Moors at. It's a lot that's there though. There it is right there. So here it is right here. This is the museum I was in. I got a lot of footage in there in these different places, B. A lot. It is so much history. So the people that they was getting, they were not black people. They were Moors. You get it? I know. It's a hard pill to swallow, right? So, right there. So, it's not hidden from us. They didn't get black people. They gathered Moors. Let me show you some more. Give me 1 second. Let's pull up this one. I don't know how many of y'all have my book. This is not my book, but I have a book. It's called State by State History of Race and Racism in the United States. List the Moor, right, as the first documented enslaved person of African descent. So as D.L. Hughley and them, why you never reached out to Sabir to have this kind of conversation? I can tell y'all why. Definitely can tell you why. Because they truly not about it. They're not about it. Nope. I could run down a whole history and tell you how this is being played out. So they get this thing. What they do, they hype people up as if they're really saying something. Because I spoke on reparations years ago. Let me see if I can pull that up. Give me 1 second. I spoke on reparations years ago. Give me 1 minute. And I said reclamations, not reparations. That was the University of the District of Columbia Reparations Study Club lecture series. Reparations 101 with guest speakers. Sabir Bey from Civil was supposed to be Civil Alert. Watala Graham, he's an attorney. Singar Bey. Farouk Muhammad, he's an attorney. So when I spoke here, I actually explained the difference between reclamations and reparations. And you still not trying to hear it because you have sellout black people that looks like you and I. That was Thursday, the 24th of January, 2008. So you mean to tell me, after all these years, brother, we still haven't figured this out, Jarrell? And I did that in 2008. And they don't still want to have, and I'm just showing you the documents on top of documents that I can prove. But they say no, because they're not serious about reparations, bro. They're not serious about reparations. They're not serious about it. I'm getting nothing out of reparations, family. So let's go back. Let me show you something. This is me speaking on reparations. That's reparations. That's me speaking on it. Give me 1 second. Where we at? Where we at? Let's close this. Where we at? Open this up. In 2008, I spoke on reparations. University District of Columbia. There it is. But again, this is why I said black folks are hypocrites. You pick and choose who you want to be in the forefront, and y'all will back them. So you can't get mad at Donald Trump because Donald Trump and his people is doing what he's doing. What are y'all doing for your own people that's bringing you this? How many people is backing this and supporting this? I'm not mad at these people, homie. Why would I be mad at them? Okay, so I'm gonna take a quick intermission, and if anybody would like to support, I'm gonna put this up here. That's my email if you would like to reach me. If you would love to reach me, it's Sabir, SABIR radio@gmail.com, and that is Zelle, PayPal, Chime, Apple Pay, and Cash App. $ Sabir Bey. Okay, so Jarrell, we're going to see if we can get some people on the feed and wants to try to debunk exactly what I'm saying. So please, I'm going to give y'all some time to share it out because we at 134. We're going to give them some time to share it out, reach out, and reach into your pocket. Okay?
Every time I turn on the news, it gets depressing. Watch the news, it gets, man, come on.
Let's have some fun, y'all.
Y'all know what this is for real. It's time to wise up. Time to hold yours. Word up. No time for giving up. Word up. We got to take control of our own community. That's word. We only spitting hard rhymes for hard times. Listen to me closely, it's about to get toasty. I be the speaker of the house like Nancy Pelosi. The challenges we facing on the world is this. The banks are telling governments to do that and do this. No one's taking a true risk. No one's the loser. We need to do trade with Cuba. Open up the borders all the way to Aruba. Give tax breaks for all teachers and tutors. Cats don't like how the teacher be talking. If cats don't walk where the teacher be walking. Love and develop yourself. That spells lady. I teach it to young girls and women go crazy. Philosopher, criticism don't faze me. I walk in the truth, even the wind obeys me. Standing with a protest sign, free Haiti. My rhyme blows your mind like the 380. I made $1 million last year, didn't change me. I make money, man. The money does not make me. Lately, my popularity just heightened. As KRS-One enlightens, I go off the top and I recite what I'm writing. I write 3 books for your mind to enlighten. I promote stop the violence so we can stop fighting. If you're part of this movement, don't just be websiting. Volunteer somewhere where people just might win and just need a little help, support from the right friend. Aight then, it ain't about stupid white men, but blacks, Latinos, and Asians act just like them. KRS-One, I got the style from DMC. I take it all the way back to 83. KRS-One enlightens. I go off the top and I recite what I'm writing. I write 3 books for your mind to enlighten. I promote stop the violence so we can stop fighting. If you're part of this movement, don't just be websiting. Volunteer somewhere where people just might win and just need a little help, support from the right friend. Aight then, it ain't about stupid white men, but blacks, Latinos, and Asians act just like them. KRS-One, I got the style from DMC. I take it all the way back to 83. But right now, KP gonna drop the chorus on me. And it goes, Revolution, revolution, that's the only solution. 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 Revolution, revolution, that's the hard time. Revolution, revolution, that's the only solution. Revolution, revolution, that's the hard time. Revolution, revolution, that's the only solution. Illuminati this, Bilderberg that. The white owl on the dollar goes way back. If the proof matches the truth, I say that. And the truth is that we in a debt we can never pay back. So to balance the budget, we can never say that. When the law is on the floor and the justice lays back, there's the Maybach though, giving us hope. When the Mercedes Corporation is trying to stay afloat, the whole thing's a joke and falling apart. The only institution you can really trust is art. And with art, you can start up a civilization. We already worldwide, man, so why are we waiting? Hip-hop is the spot where that money be making. And if we unite tonight, we can start up a nation, get free from the greed in the heart of this nation, and create our own nation from the words that I'm stating. Hip-hop, make noise if you part of this nation, and you ain't get sucked into globalization.
Damn, somebody on this feed dissing the people that's on. They saying they calling y'all poor as hell, Jarrell. They calling y'all poor. They dissing y'all, boy. But this is the funny part, because let me tell you something. This is an article I wrote years ago. In 2000, when was this? 2003. I wrote this in 2003. I used to do articles every week and put these on people's cars every week. I will put them on people's cars, right? Write these things out. There was no YouTube at all, because YouTube didn't come out to what, 2005? So when I was doing this, coming out my pocket, right? I literally would do an article every week. Let me see if I can find some more. I need to reproduce these things again. Seriously, I did a lot of these things. I did one, You've Been Cited. This is all before the YouTube. This was June 2003. This one, I have some more somewhere. I got a couple of them sitting around, floating around this place somewhere. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So my point is, brother, y'all support, and this is why I always say, people, stop making dumb people smart, bro. These people's not smart. Y'all make stupid people famous, rather. Stupid people famous. So they didn't pull black people, bro. They got Moors. That's what they got. They got Moors. So when you can have people like this, you still have them out here, bro. Look at this. Do you know what book this is from? He was the planner, and he was the overseer. Clyde. What's up, Clyde? You better be careful with a boy named Clyde. You better be careful with a Clyde. He look like he foundational Black American, don't he? He's foundational, right? That's Claude, y'all. All blacks on the plantation agreed that they were what? Afraid to leave and afraid to disobey the Williams. Tell me, do you see this right here, Jarrell? Where it says, yet all the blacks on the plantation agreed that they were afraid to leave and afraid to disobey the Williams. Afraid of their life, afraid for their lives.
Still afraid today.
And they still afraid to this day. Boy, I swear to God, you better not talk about this, boy. You better not, because they're going to take my degree from me, brother. They're going to take my degree. They're going to take my 501c3 in the church, brother. You can't dare do that. That's people that's afraid. And this is why the inferiority part is here, okay? So let me show you the book that this come from. It's called The Laws of America. It's 2 volumes to this. The Laws of America. This is why you would never see me talking to Angela Rye. Charlemagne don't want to have this conversation. I mean, I would, but they really don't want to have this conversation. So you still have overseers, officer from overseer. People get on his feet every day, brother, just to kill time. I guess because I don't know if they're learning something. Because if you learn something, you should jump on his feet like Jarrell. Jump on the feet if you learn something. It's okay. Master ain't gonna get mad at you. And guess what else they got in this book? Looky here, brother. Look who they got in here. What does it say? Used as pawns. And we still being used as pawns. Black people still being used as pawns. But y'all following people who don't show you nothing about the law. So there's no black people. They don't exist. If you want to come challenge me, the floor is yours. Nobody had a treaty with black people either. Why are people saying DL is my man? DL is my man, but DL ain't gonna talk to me. DL, listen, have you ever heard DL Hughley mention my name, Flash Flood? Ask him if you talk to him. If you run across DL, just ask him. That's my dude. But because he's my dude, he's not going to say or talk to me. He's not. Let me tell you something. I want you to understand me. I need you to follow because you're a comedian, Flash Flood. When you're in a certain position and you're afraid to rattle that fence, you can look like you're doing something, but it's really not. You don't see it. I can see it. I can see it, but you can't see it. So bear with me 1 second. I can see things that y'all don't see. Now, KRS-One will say things. Give you an example. Pay attention. DL can call me. We got each other's number. We had each other's numbers for the longest, but bear with me.
Anything you give a god is good for a god.
Quick.
Well, you opened it up. Future, especially with the new president or a new president that's coming in, is that when we talk about the protection of our community, you know, Native American, Asian, Persian,
all come to the table. To your point, they believe that they are doing exactly what you just said.
Right.
Some of the most powerful people in Germany. Are they doing bad or are they doing? Indeed.
Okay. These groups, okay, are not above nature, the universe.
That's true.
And there's no truth in them. So the one who is
except for to say, hey, look over here.
Look over. Well, that's about it. This is a look over. That is about it. You're trying to get my direction over here.
That's the Illuminati. We gotta hate them.
Right.
They're the reason why I'm failing in life.
Right. These rich, the 1% is the reason why I'm failing in life.
Instead of self-reflecting.
Well, my wife has an acronym that says blame, because looking at me ain't easy.
That's a powerful queen you got over there.
She's in the corner.
Because looking at me ain't
easy. Blame.
Simone.
And this is the point with blame, is that no, you are the master of your reality. If you can understand that. You live in a fantasy if you can understand that.
The Matrix.
So then you ask yourself, with all this crime that has been going on and all of this, and go back to your question about these societies and so on, none of them is above nature. None of them. So as long as you know nature, God, the universe, or should I say this? God, universe, nature. That's your gun. G-U-N. God, universe, nature. Remember that gun with a weapon in your hand. God, universe, nature. That's the gun you fight back with.
Wow.
When you have that gun in your hand, nothing they say, do, are, be, Nothing. Now, how do I know this? Hip hop, secret societies we knew about,
right?
Government agencies,
FBI, CIA,
imagine the
KKK.
Go back on this. The entire strength of this colonial system was against our parents.
All right.
The entire, not just one agency.
The entire government was against our parents that had nothing except one gun. God, the universe, and nature. They defeated that government. The government you have now exists because our parents destroyed the last one. They're not, the enemy is never going to tell you when they lost. No, it's up to the winners to say they won. To write the history.
Right, the winners
write history.
We won. There was a war that went on from after the Civil War. In fact, the Civil War never ended.
Never.
But right after the Civil War on the battlefield,
Reconstruction
jumped off. And I wouldn't even call it. I mean, that's just
reassemblization.
You know what? Reconstruction is the word in history. Emancipation, procrastination. I mean, proclamation. That's also the word in history. Right. So we use these terms, but the point is that the war never ended. And our people are not fighters. The African, we're not that. Right? We're artists.
Right.
We're the nerds of the world. Like, could you imagine?
We have so much power that we don't have to enforce it.
We don't have to. We are the truth itself. Imagine they're fighting against us just being.
God don't fight.
God don't have to. Go back to hip hop. They had everybody against us. Martin Luther King said, I have a dream that one day you racists are going to be sitting, Eminem is going to be sitting with Dr. Dre. That's what he said. I have a dream. Okay, that one day, Third Base was going to be doing a concert with De La Soul.
Beastie Boys and Run DMC.
Beastie Boys and why can I forget Beastie Boys and Run DMC? This is, but imagine now, either we going to look at the King, Dr. King, and say, oh, that was just a fun speech. His speech came true.
All the way.
All the way true. And it came true in us. So here you have a man speaking, 1963. He's talking to the nation, to the world. He says, I have a dream of human unity, where we all can come together. Look at the vision of this is African American enlightenment.
The promised land.
The promised land. This is it right here. Okay. The smarter our intellectuals become, the more cowardly they become. This has something to do with this colonial education we're getting, because I know some great black minds. You know, I'm in the university system. I see these minds. I talk. People, great minds. But that paycheck is going to dictate what's going to come out that mind. I'll come out your mouth of that mind.
And that paycheck is based off of that other piece of paper that they got to affirm their paycheck.
I got master's degree.
So therefore I get paid more.
I get paid more.
Therefore I'm controlled by your system.
Let me I know the truth, but let me not speak it right now.
No, because I can't. I got to feed my family.
Right. Now, feeding your family is way more important than speaking the truth to a people that's going to treat you like they did Dr. King. If there was a reward to speaking truth, more people would.
Indeed.
Well, there's no
That's
reward.
not where the bag is. Like you said, the bag is in the fantasy.
See, that's what the bag is. And so here we are. We're summing up the issues of leadership. We're summing up the issues of that word sovereignty and what the real issue is with our people. Education has a lot to do with it, of course. But we don't need education. We don't need this education.
Because we have wisdom.
We have being.
Right.
We are. And the more we love who we are, you'll do fine in the fantasy.
You'll do fine. Now, some of us, we like to dabble into the truth every once in a while. We say,
that would be me.
You know, let me get to the truth and see what it really, really is. Those are the leaders. Those are the people, and not just those who stay in the truth, but those who can differentiate between truth and fantasy, right and wrong.
It's true.
Good and evil. Good and bad. Discipline and evil. Those that can do that are the leaders. But that's not a thing that's done. That's a thing that's lived through principle. So when the principle is established, the leadership will come out of that principle. Yep. There's our leader right there. Our leader is watching us right now. And she is probably deciding, they are probably deciding what type of leader they can be. And let me also say this. You know, it'd be really interesting.
What's that?
If Black people, and this is controversial, I'm gonna bring this up. This is controversial. This is totally it right here. That if Black people, African Americans, hired white leadership, now here's why. Because the idea of race, which we might not be able to have time to get into here, but the fictitious idea of race is something that African Americans are going to have to deal with as well when we talk about leadership and building our nation, because the concept of race is a colonial concept in and of itself. So in a paradox, for us to
when we flip it on his head,
if we flip it on his head, we're back to white leadership or some other leadership other than ourselves to prove that our community is beyond race.
what the past community
what the past community.
So, but isn't a quick way to fix that, or even just to put it on lame terms, I always say we all gonna be beige anyway.
Get it?
Word.
So why does if we all we have the same level of melanin in the next few generations?
You solved it. That's it.
Right.
Then let's redefine Black.
Right.
Human is Black.
Original man.
Are y'all getting this? So the crazy part with me, I can kill any conversation and make it make sense. KRS-One told you, your paycheck determines the amount of truth you're willing to tell. So when he's talked about race, right? When he spoke about race, guess who was classified as Black, Jarrell? Chinese people.
Yeah.
Oops. Chinese people was classified as Black. Oops. I didn't know that. I told you. Nowhere on social media you're going to get this type of content at, baby. So let's have this conversation and what KRS-One said about nature, bro. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see who more conscious, us or nature. Who's more conscious?
With every breath I breathe, I choose life and children. With every breath I breathe, I choose a wife and good living. With every single breath that I ingest, I am given a smidgen to make life-changing decisions. Listen, my mission with precision will position our children by the millions and start building our culture for the billions and trillions of people coming after us. If they doubt, they won't be as fast as us. Cause in our time, we keep a new power rhyme. We keep renewing your mind. Cause soon you will find that every single breath that I breathe keeps us conscious enough to perceive and achieve if you believe. But oxygen comes from the trees. Without air for 4 minutes, forget it, you catching some Z's. So which is really conscious, us or nature? Maybe the trees wish to elevate the paper, and maybe this was just the fall. To forget that nature thinks we doing nothing at all. And this is the way of the world. The world meaning the conscious nature and the earth that swirls. Like Buffalo girls, we go round the outside. Chris is controversial, but Chris never lied. In the forest, the mountains, and the hills I reside. You gotta follow the purpose you feel inside. With every single breath I choose, with every single breath I move, with every single breath I prove, with every single breath I use, with every single breath I snooze, with every single breath I cruise, with every single breath I choose life, not strife or strain. Some like that I came to rearrange the game, others blame and remain the same. Same, but me, the plan is plain. We gotta think more humane.
I told you nobody gives a show like this, because if you don't know your purpose in life, somebody put you to work and they know what their purpose is. I'm going to say it again. If you don't know what your purpose in life is, someone's going to put you to work. And you ask me all these crazy questions. That's crazy because I heard China is a nation. Yeah, it is a nation. Black is not a nation. Not at all. It is definitely not a nation. But they got all these black people telling me, we're black people. We're foundational black Americans. Okay? So, I've been on here almost 2 hours, bro. And again, black folks don't want the truth. I told you, I did a whole video yesterday on Martin Delaney. You missed it yesterday, bro. Karis one in that lecture was talking about Martin Delaney. Right? He was speaking about, hold up, Martin Delaney. Wild as heck, right? He spoke about Martin Delaney. So, let's pull up Martin Delaney. I don't know what these black folks be reading. Here it is right here. This is Martin Delaney. Brother, they walked 160 miles to Pennsylvania, brother, from Virginia. Look. At the age of 19, look. When he was a child at the age of 19, he walked 160 miles to Pennsylvania, bro. Negroes don't even drive 160. They won't even drive 160 miles. They walked 160 miles because they couldn't educate. If you educated a black person, this is why you got all these black fake leaders out here. Ain't that crazy? So they walked from Virginia to Pennsylvania, right? To Pennsylvania. Look, here you go right here. It said because educating black people was illegal in Virginia. His mother moved the family. Right here. That's crazy. They didn't get in a car, bro, or a train. So you think these Negroes won't even walk 5 miles? I got to drive around the corner to the gym. So that's Martin Delaney, right? So if you really read history, the miseducation of the Negro and the education of the Negro, do you know inside this book, they said if you taught a Negro to read, it was a $250 fine. They had to train you in their school system. I challenge any attorney, anybody that's an educator, let's go have some fun. The best thing to do is to try to ignore Sabir, all right? But you can't for so long. But let's see. It's on page 101 if you have this book. At the bottom. In 1832, this Commonwealth enacted a law imposing a fine of $250 to $500 on a person should attempt to educate any Negro whatsoever, bro. Tell them, let's have a conversation on this. You really think these people are educated that you watching? (1832). Umar Johnson's not even giving y'all this. So let's go a little further in this brother. So his mother was free, but his father was a slave. Martin Delaney. Early life, born free to an enslaved father and a free mother. So this is why they always ask you for your mother's maiden name, not your father's maiden name. It's your mother's maiden name, because if your mother's a slave, then the child is a slave. This is what it is. So what do you mean, Sabir? Prove your point. See, I love to prove it. Right? Yes, it's shots fired, brother. If you meant to make shots fired, you talking about Umar Johnson? I'm going to shoot fire at Umar Johnson, Tariq Nasheed. You can bring me Roland Martin. You can bring me D.L. Hughley. You can bring me any of them. I'm going to shoot fires at all of these motherfuckers, nigga. I don't care who it is. I don't take sides with none of them. I stand on principles and morals. Born free to an enslaved father and a free mother. So let's go to the history. Let's pull it up. Give me 1 minute. Tell them to prove, show their proof. Rod Hayes too. Rod Hayes is not even on my radar. And why they say Rod Hayes? He's not even on my radar. Why somebody bring up Rod Hayes? That dude ain't even on my radar.
So, especially not what he said after he exchequer.
After what? Oh, what is it called?
When he said the exchequer is the ones who check you out.
He said, what is that again? What is it called? X what? Exchequer?
The exchequer.
Hold up. Listen. Hold up. What is exchequer? Did he just make that up? Did he make that up or something? Yeah, find out what that is, man. Somebody get Rod Hayes. We're gonna give him some time. Somebody send us to Rod Hayes. If Rod Hayes come to his feet, I'll stay on his feet for a little longer. But he got to come with some facts. He can't be like Chief X. I can send him. You can send a text to him. I don't care what y'all do. Send it to him. Listen, he can come on the feed, but let me help y'all out.
Here you go. Had to grab my law dictionary real quick. Exchequer, the department of the English government, which has charge to the collection of the national revenue, the Treasury Department. It is said to have been so named from the checkered cloth resembling the chessboard, which anciently covered the table there, and on which, when certain of the king's accounts were made up, the sums were marked and scored with counters. And he said that's the one who checks you out.
That's what that is. Hold up. So send it to him. We're gonna have some fun, y'all. So let's go back to the slave thing again. So this is in Virginia, the Black Coast. And if Rod Hayes come here, please, Rod Hayes, bring me some information, some facts. All slave codes are made slave permanent condition, inherit through the mother, and define slaves as property. This is called the slave codes of Virginia. That's the slave codes of Virginia, y'all. So if the mother's a slave, then the child is a slave. Okay? If the mother's a slave, the child is a slave. So this is the one thing I'm not going to do. I will never fall. Let's go. We're going to give him time.
You got to stop looking at that shit, bro.
We got to give him time, y'all. Let's go. Come on. Let's go.
You know, everybody's been telling me what they think about me for the last few months. Maybe it's time I tell them what I think about them.
Let's go.
Gotta concentrate against the clock I race. Got no time to waste, I'm already late. I got a marathoner's pace. Went from addict to a workaholic. Word to Dr. Dre and that first marijuana tape. Guess I got a chronic case. And I ain't just blowing smoke, unless it's in your mama's face. I know this time Paul and Dre, they won't tell me what not to say. And know me and my party days have all pretty much parted ways. You swear to God I forgot him, to God it made not afraid. One last time for Charlemagne. And my response is late, it's just how long it takes to hit my fucking radar. I'm so far away. These rappers are like Hunger Games. 1 minute they're mocking Jay, next minute they get their style from Migos, so they copy Drake. Maybe I just don't know when to turn around and walk away. But all the hate, I call it walk on Watergate. I've had as much as I can tolerate. I'm sick and tired of waiting. I done lost my patience. I can take all of you motherfuckers on it once. You want it, then they get their style from Migos, so they copy Drake. Maybe I just don't know when to turn around and walk away. But all the hate, I call it walk on Watergate. I've had as much as I can tolerate. I'm sick and tired of waiting. I done lost my patience. I can take all of you motherfuckers on it once. You want it shady? You got it.
Don't fall on my feet, no. Don't fall on my feet.
Line 'em up, line 'em up.
Don't fall on my feet, no. Don't fall on my feet.
Somebody tell Button before I snap, he better fasten it or have his body back. Tip the closest thing He's had to hit some smacking pitches. And don't make me have to give it back to academics. Say this shit is trash again. I'll have you twisted like you had it when you thought you had me slipping at the telly. Even when I'm getting brain, you'll never catch me with a thought. Lacking with it, can't spitting like this on his last shit. Oh, you better go back and listen. You know me better. Thinking I'll slow a lad up, call it track. Cause it's a total setup. Hoping that you rappers falling at Drake said hold your head up. Kathy Griffin stacking ammunition, slap the clip and cock it back on competition. This is how I shot ahead. Gabby Gifford, my attack is vicious. Jack the Ripper back in business. Tyler create nothing. I see why you called yourself a bitch. It's not just cause you lack attention. It's because you worship the 12 balls. You're sacrilegious. If you're gonna critique me, you better at least be as good or better. Get all the hood is wetter, whatever his name is to help.
If you're gonna critique me, you better be better than Sabir Bey, baby. If you're gonna critique me, I'll take on all of you. Let's
Put together, you worship the 12 balls. You're sacrilegious. If you're gonna critique me, you better at least be as good or better. Get all the hood is wetter, whatever his name is to help you put together some words. More than just 2 letters. The fans waited for this moment, like that feature when I stole the show. Sorry if I took forever. Yeah.
Don't follow my faith, oh. Don't follow my faith.
Line them up, line them up.
Don't follow my faith, oh. Don't follow my faith.
Just remember, I was here before you, and I'll be here after you. Make you running for you. Detractors, I'ma have to fuck pitchfork with a corkscrew. Just what the doctor ordered. Revenge is the best medicine. Increase the dose from least to most, and then tell the Grammys to go and fuck themselves. They suck the blood from all the biggest artists like some leeches, so they nominate them, get them there, get a name to MC to show. Every parasite needs a host. Then give out.
Every parasite needs a host. Y'all don't get it? Eminem was a beast with it.
They get fuck themselves, they suck the blood from all the biggest artists like some leeches, so they nominate them, get them there, get a name to MC to show. Every parasite needs a host. Then give album of the year to somebody that no one's ever even heard of. All I know is I wrote every single word of everything I ever murdered. Time to separate the sheep from goats. And I got no faith in your writers, I don't believe in ghosts. When rap needed it most, how was that wing in a prayer? A peak and a hope, the B-I-R-D in the air. Somewhere some kid is bumping this while he lip syncs in the mirror. That's who I'm doing it for, the rest I don't really even care. But you would think I'm carrying an Oxford dictionary in my pocket. How I'm burying these artists on a scale of turn. A peak and a hope, the B-I-R-D in the air. Somewhere some kid is bumping this while he lip syncs in the mirror. That's who I'm doing it for, the rest I don't really even care. But you would think I'm carrying an Oxford dictionary in my pocket. How I'm burying these artists on a scale of turn to minus. My suspicious is hardly in what's scary is you probably can compare me to your car, cause I'm just barely getting started. In bars, Lord Jamar, you better leave me the hell alone, or I'll show you an Elvis clone. Walk up in this house you own, thrust my pelvic bone, use your telephone, then go fetch me the remote. Put my feet up and just make myself at home. I belong here. Clown, don't tell me about the culture. I inspired the Hobsons, the Logics, the Coles, the Sean's, the K-Dots, the 5 9s and O. Brought the world 50 Cent, you did squat, piss and moan, but I'm not gonna fall, bitch.
Can't hear it coming down the hallway. The stairs from a parking lot. It's so loud.
You would think I'm carrying an Oxford dictionary. Come on, man. These cats don't come from no dictionaries, bruh. What did Malcolm say? He said, no good diction. You would think I'm carrying an Oxford dictionary in my pocket the way I'll murder all these cats that y'all see on social media, bruh. I don't think they're ready for me, brother Jarrell. Listen, you can, like he said, you can kick, scratch, moan. That's all you want to do, but you can't stop anything that I'm doing. Okay? Anything that I'm doing. If you're going to come up against me, you better have some facts on top of facts on top of facts. And when I mean facts on top of facts, just be prepared, because I fire back hard as hell, brother. I fire back. They love to tell y'all about the aliens floating around in the sky. Oh my God, it's the aliens, Sabir. I'm going to tell you. Look within the God what's inside you. So if you want to go up against me, please have something, at least 2 of these, and then you can go toe-to-toe with me. Okay? If you want to go toe-to-toe with me, you better have some facts. I'm very well equipped. Okay? This is what I do. This is the life that I live. Everybody that you watch on these social platforms, brother, they copycat, bruh. So when you start studying the history about who we are, you'll get it. I was there. Let's go take you to Morocco. Nobody has a treaty with black people, bruh. So if you're going to attack these people, Where you gonna get reparations from? Because it was not called United States back then. Look, the 13 colonies, brother. The 13 colonies. This is in Morocco. That's in Tangiers, on the wall of Tangiers. Now, if you could present some stuff like this to me, fine, I'm with it. If you're not, you just want to yell and tell me about Boogeyman and it's, you know, you better hurry up because I'm winding up my show, B. Okay? The Congress of the, this is we the Congress of the 13 United States. So where they gonna get reparations from? Jarrell? What treaty they have with black people?
Not one that I could think of.
This is why they don't want you to deal with the Moors, bro. And anybody wants to try to challenge me, I done laid everything out about the Moors. This is the treaty right here. This is in Tangiers. The treaty is right there, and it's a letter right there. This is the treaty in Tangiers, Morocco. How you going to argue with me and you never even stepped foot out of the United States to find this information? This is the crazy part about black conscious people. This is the longest standing treaty, bro. But I'm not a Moor, brother. I'm a black man because I'm a black Indian. That's another thing they be saying. I'm a black Indian. Black Indian? What's a black Indian? Help me out. Oh, you mean, oh, hold up. They mean these people right here. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I got them. Give me 1 second, Jarrell. We're going to pull up what they are. Give me 1 minute. Here they go right here. This is them right here, Jarrell. Can't make this up. I got them right here. Lieutenant's the Chief Top Cat too. Oops. They government Indians. They had to be I thought y'all was here before the Europeans got here. Do you understand geography? I told you, pick your poison on any subject. I can have it. Any subject, anytime, anywhere, we can go there. That's called a fact sheet. So the people that's claiming to be recognized by the federal government, come on, B, you know different than the 14th Amendment, bro. Oh, they're no different. So if you make a video, tell Rod Hayes, if you make a video about me, I'm gonna clap back harder than hard. Anybody that does a video, instead of confronting me when you do the video after I get off here, because I'll allow you to come on the feed. Okay? But if you come on the feed, you better bring me some facts. So if you do a video when I get off here, and I'm not, let me turn my camera on. No, I'm not blocking you, and I'm not gonna block you. You got less than 5 minutes to present your case. Don't tell me about the sky is being blue and about the alien and my phone fell in the tub and the toilet, you know what I mean, when I was going to the bathroom. Just come with the facts. Now, I'm 2 hours and 14 minutes in, probably go to 2:30, brother Jarrell. But you got 5 minutes, okay, to present your facts. So this is the government fact sheet. American Indians, basic legal facts. So if you would like for me to talk about these things, I can. Tribal laws, federal law, federal Indian law. Federal Indian law. What's the difference between that and this? Give me 1 second. What's the difference, Jarrell, between this document and this right here? What's the difference? That says federal citizenship, right?
Yep.
What's the difference between those two?
None. Both federal citizens.
I don't need you to send no video that you did on me 2 months ago. What you can do is come on the feed. You ain't got to send me no video. Please don't send me that. What you can do is send me the video that you did on me. Okay, that's the best thing you can do. So, I mean, come on the feed and tell me about the video. Come on the feed. You want me to give you some time? Let's put the link up here. I'm gonna give you some time so you can come on the feed. Give me 1 second. He said he made a video about 2 months ago, like he want my attention. That's what you know. What Karis was and Nick Cannon was just saying. They saying, "Come on over here, look, listen to me." That's what he's doing. Come over here, listen to me. I did a video on you 2 months ago. No, come on the feed and tell me what the video was about. Let's do this real quick. because I'm going to get off here. Just bear with me. Let's put the link up here and tell me what the video was about. I hope it was right. I hope it has some facts in it. Give me 1 second. Let's do this real fast. Hold up. You ain't got to type nothing because I'm going to tell you I'm going to block you. Give me 1 second. Hold up. Hit the link. Oh, Rod. He said Rod Hayes did, not me. Oh, then tell Rod Hayes to come over here. Tell Rod Hayes to come over here. If we did a video on me. Tell him to click that link right there. Rod, hit the link. And listen, I'm the type of person, right? I am honestly, man, I helped a lot of people out in this conscious community, right? I really did, Jarrell. And anybody knows I don't have to brag about who I did, but I helped a lot of people out in this conscious community. So I don't have a problem helping somebody. So to reach their full potential. But I'm not here to hold your hand through the whole journey. I have children. I have a 3-year-old and a 7-year-old. So I don't have to hold their hand. Okay. So if Rod Hayes makes a video, anybody makes a video, then tell them, nigga, tell me live. I told you I'm gonna give y'all a couple more minutes, right? I'll be right back. Let's put my banner up here. I'll be right back, Jarrell.
Do it, Marley. Killing them. You killing them. Where were you? I want to talk about these rap historians. Y'all better get it together. I be reading your books. Y'all better get it together. Word up. When Hot 97 started, I was there. When Rap City got started, I was there. When K-Day got started, I was there. When Jive Records got started, I was there. When Yo MTV Rap started, I was there. When the Source magazine started, I was there. When Sedgwick and Cedar started, I was there. When Biggie was doing his album, I was there. When Tookie Williams was buried, I was there. 73 Cedar Park, I was there. 123 Park, I was there. You ain't telling me the history because I was there. I was there. And where were you? Where were you? And where were you? Where were you? And where were you? Where were you? Where were you? When Mo T challenged LL, I was there. When that bus blew up in London, I was there. When Death Row challenged Bad Boy at the Source Awards in New York at the Garden, yep, I was there. When Kwame Ture, formerly known as Stokely Carmichael, was passing on, I was there. When Nelson Mandela was freed from prison and spoke out at Yankee Stadium in New York, I was there. For all the birth of my children, I was there. When the Rodney King uprisings happened, I was there. These objective rap historians trying to document hip-hop from outside, forget it, I was there. I was there. And where were you? Where were you? And where were you? Where were you? And where were you? Where were you? Where were you? Look, the Jive Records label, I was there. The Columbia Records label, I was there. The Elektra Records label, I was there. The Warner Brothers Records label, I was there. The Koch Records label, I was there. The Capitol Records label, I was there. I know about their contracts cause I was there. I wrote and rewrote most of them when I was there. I ain't reading a book or reciting a hook. I am hip-hop itself cause yep, I was there. Y'all need to get it together with hip-hop's history and get it right. Cause yep, I was there, I was there. And where were you? Where were you? And where were you? Where were you? And where were you? Where were you? Where were you?
right? Somebody said, man, nobody puts in more work than you, brother. That's crazy. It is a lot of work. And the thing about it, it honestly, brother, it comes natural. So again, all these people that's fighting this reparations thing, brother, they fighting for the wrong reason. They should be fighting for their nationality because they don't owe black people reparations. Reparations for come when nations fight one another. That's just a fact. If you pick up a dictionary, like similar to this, like Eminem said, you look up reparations, right? When you look up reparations, it's for when nations fight one another, right? Nations. And one thing that Brother Todd said the other day is that we need to know civics again. Civics. Let's get back to civics. They didn't took this out of school. They took it out of school. No history, people. Critical thinking. Let's have critical thinking, common sense, and logic. Not what these cats keep running out the side of their faces. Because the reality with me, like the Eminem song said, I don't care what you say about me. There's certain times that I will respond to certain things, but you can expose me while you live, not when I get off the feed. See, that like my brother Flood said, you clout chasing playing with me, but the best thing to do is ignore me. But if you ignore me, I'm still ain't going nowhere. Okay, I'm gonna make you feel me. Okay, so let's deal with nationality, people. Let's deal with who we are as Moors, because that's exactly what every last one of you are. And none of these cats want to have this conversation. We're Moors without a shadow of a doubt, nor any contradiction. You are a Moor, not because you're in the Moor Science Temple of America, but we are Moors, period. So, this is the Fulani slave. And if these cats were historians, they would tell the truth, the full truth. This is the Moor that was a slave, Yarrow. So somebody's leaving a lot of stuff out of this conversation, bro. Somebody's leaving a lot out. Wow, and you like a civics master. I'm a subject matter expert, B. You don't know what that means? You should look it up. S.M.E, subject matter expert, which means that when you go to college or get your degrees, you study me. They study the subject matter expert. Pick any subject and we can go toe to toe. Okay? So, subject matter expert spends money on their books and their travel. I'm almost finished. All right. And anybody that's pro-black, you want to come to? Let's go. You see that you see that video with Umar Johnson, bro? Jarrell, I'm gonna see if I can play it.
Yeah.
That is crazy, bro. So the so-called Black Americans are what? Descendant from the known Arab tribes in the area called Africa. Now, I've been on here long enough, and I don't need nobody saying Sabir is going to block me. Nope. I'm not going to block you. Okay? Give me 1 second. Did I sent it to you, right, Jarrell? I text that to you, right? Let me see. Let me see if I can find it, because I want y'all to hear something, okay, before we get off this feed. So, send this to Umar Johnson, too. I think, let me see. Let me pull up your message. Okay, so give me one. Pull this other one up.
You're talking about the Jamie Foxx one, right?
Yeah, I'm going to play that.
Yeah.
So, if you don't study Andalus, loose. You're done. Okay, so give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. Pause that. All right, so I'm gonna show you something else, Jarrell. So everybody got it? Did I make myself very clear on this feed, y'all? Man, what did I just do? It's a American Civics book, brother. You talk about the American Civics book? If you want it, I do have copies of it. I can email it to you. You can pay for it. I can email it to you. So this is Under the Loose. I don't even know if I just got off of Instagram. Let me see if I got. Damn, did I click my Instagram off? Oh shoot, hold up, brother. I think I got rid of Instagram. I got to go back to Instagram. Are we still on Instagram, Jarrell? Can somebody check real fast? I don't know if I
got to check.
Yeah, let me see if I'm still on Instagram. No, we still on. It's still on there. So I want you to check something out, right? So it says right here, they were also Arabs of Al-Andalus in the southern part of Spain. The Arabs of Al-Andalus was the first to be enslaved and taken to America after the defeat in 1492. That's not being taught in school. That's not being taught. But this is Al-Andalus. That's in Spain. So if you ever read books, we were Ethiopians and Moors, people. Ethiopians and Moors before the 1500s. Ethiopians and Moors. So let's have these type of conversations on the Breakfast Club or the dialogues or whatever y'all want to call these shows that people get on, and let's lay it out. Let's get the experts. They might have to sneak me in there though, brother Jarrell. You can't let them know that I'm coming, because if you let them know I'm coming,
for real,
Umar Johnson gonna have mad excuses. Tariq Nasheed is gonna have mad excuses. If you mention me, they're gonna have mad excuses. So the most ancient names for so-called black people: N-E-A, Nisu, hope I pronounced that right, or Nubian, Ethiopian, and more from ancient Egypt. So there is no such thing as the ancient black gods of Egypt. There is no such thing as the ancient black gods. And I gave everybody the opportunity to come challenge me on it. Black in color, like white, on the other hand, European words. Ethiopian and Moor was popularly used to describe the so-called blacks until what? The 1500s. Y'all should read J.A. Rogers' book, 100 Amazing Facts About the Negro. Y'all should read that book, okay? So these are the people that y'all sit back and listen to. So let's go over here. Can't make this up, bro. How could this dude fix anybody's problem? He can't even fix his problem with his own daughter and himself, Umar Johnson. Give me 1 second. This is the crazy. How you gonna talk about what Jamie Foxx is going through? Listen to it. Can't make this up.
Jamie Foxx, as of late, he been getting a lot of backlash. He got a white woman pregnant, and you know, a lot of people feeling the type of way about it. You heard about this?
I want to say this about Jamie Foxx and his snow bunny hopping.
This is stupid.
First of all, I love and respect Jamie Foxx. He may very well be the most talented black man of this century, definitely of his generation, one of the greatest in history. The brother can act, the brother can sing, and the brother is a tremendous comedian. Tremendous. We know he had a health scare not too long ago, Art.
Listen to this.
He said live on stage that he was done with the snow bunnies, but he only said in public. I want to be honest. I got to be fair, Art. He did say he was done with the snow bunnies in that comedy stand-up he had, but he said in public. But guess what? He lied about that too, because guess what? They not in public, right? They all outside together.
Umar lied about the school that ain't here yet, and y'all still ain't. He ain't asked him about that.
Third baby mama. So Jamie Foxx got 3 baby moms with 3 snow bunnies. 3 baby moms with 3 snow bunnies. I don't like it. I don't think it's safe. I don't think he learned his lesson from the last scare that he said his daughter helped save him from. I don't like this. 3 snow bunnies, no black women. But when I do the psychological analysis, Art, when I do the psychological analysis, not to dig all in my brother's business.
Why he can't dig into his daughters?
But Jamie Foxx was abandoned at 7 months of age by his biological parents. They left him. He was raised by his grandparents. Why am I bringing that up, Art? As a doctor of clinical psychology.
Wow.
As a certified school psychologist.
Do you peep what he's doing? Like, he ain't been in a school. When have you ever seen Umar Johnson in a school? Help me out. When have you ever seen him talk to people? You see what I'm saying? When dudes just pop out the side of their necks? Let me help you out what it is, brother. This is why they bring him on there. Now, if Dialogue interviewed me, interviewed him and had me walk in the room while Umar there, Allah be my witness. Umar get up and walk out that room. I swear to God he would. He'll get up and walk out that room if he didn't know I was coming. But share it to his brother, Dialogues. Listen to this.
As someone who has studied child psychology since I was 18 years old.
Have you ever seen his daughter? He studies child psychology since he was 18. Have y'all seen his daughter buck wilding on social media talking about this? Think about this for a second. He can't even fix his daughter's problem, bruh. Listen, let me tell you something, and I ain't gonna get into the other one because I know the one he has the baby by. Let me make this clear. I know, and I talked to the grandmother. I know the mother. Like, I'm explaining something to y'all so y'all show how deep this thing go. I know the one that you don't see. It's Umar, right? I know the girl that he has the baby by, right? And I know the mother of the daughter. And anybody from Philly knows who I'm talking about. I can't say it online because I called her one day. I called her and she said, Sabir, I don't want to talk about it. I left it alone. I called the grandmother, okay? The mother of the daughter that has the baby by Umar. And I said on the phone, she was on my show. She came on my show when I was back in Philadelphia. But I didn't put 2 and 2 together. And then when they told me, I said, oh, that's the other baby's mom. See, y'all don't know what I know. So Umar can never be in the room with me. Yes, he's a great shit talker. And this is what it is. So they bring him on here to make him look like a butthole. Now, if you want to try to challenge me, Umar, anybody think I don't know who she is? Some people know. Hanif Shabazz know. People from Philadelphia know exactly who the mother is of the girl that has the baby by Umar Johnson. So not that one, not the oldest girl. We talking about the young one. The young one. Oh, don't try to test me, brother. Don't test me. I'll do it right in Philadelphia. Yes, you ever hear him talk about that, the little one before? You ever heard him talk about the little one before? How he can't see him? You ever hear him talk about it? Nigga, don't play me, boy. I know all about it. So he can't fix his oldest daughter's problems. But it's not my job to put the dirty laundry out like that. But don't try to test me, bro. So he can't even fix those problems with his children's mom. Let me tell you something. We all go through stuff with our children's mom. I'm pretty sure you did, Jarrell. I'm pretty sure a lot of us went through shit with their children's mom, right? And you work it out, right? No matter what it is. You work those problems. But he's claiming, as a school psychologist, I'm analyzing. Everybody went through drama with their baby mama. But if you're a person that can communicate, can talk, you can fix those problems. You don't have to blame. You ain't never hear me blaming my baby mama live on social media, saying what they did. No, I'm not going to do that, but y'all, this is the people that y'all listen to. Okay, let's move forward. This shit is crazy.
I believe Jamie Foxx may suffer from some unconscious, unhealed childhood trauma art resulting from the abandonment of his mom and dad.
Okay, let me break this down again. You do know he's talking about himself. You do know that, right, Jarrell? You do know he's talking about himself? Do y'all know the story? He's talking about himself. Just listen to him. He's really talking about himself. He's talking about himself, man. This is why I said you couldn't be in a room with me, because I'll critique the hell out of him.
And I think that he may hold something against black women, because in his heart art, I don't think Jamie Foxx has come to terms with, and I don't think Jamie Foxx art has completely, if at all, forgiven his biological mother and father, but especially the mother, for abandoning him. And from what I understand, Art, his parents did not live far from his grandparents, and they still didn't participate in his life. So I think Jamie Foxx has some deep trauma, understandably so too, Art. Understandably so. Jamie Foxx probably has some very deep trauma surrounding the abandonment of his parents that has left him untrusting of black women.
Man, I'll be like, tell me what a black woman look like. You see how crazy this sound? I'll be like, tell me what a black woman looks like. You really can't help about who you fall in love with, bruh. But this is the people that y'all listen to. Hold up. Those are the people that you listen to. Woo, I gotta go, man. It was so funny. I love this man. Listen, I appreciate everybody came to the feed, and if you donated, I thank you, which I doubt it. I ain't even checked yet, but I appreciate everybody. And if you would like to drop a seed, brother Jarrell, you want to share something before we go, brother? But somebody set it up with Umar Johnson and Diamond Doggy, whatever that dude's name is, and pick any subject: reparations, nationality, law, history, whatever, which one you want. Pick any subject and we can talk about it. All right. So with that being said, I have to call my children now and talk with them. All right. So pick your poison. And remember, I fire back, bro. Hold up. I fired back hard body. I'm still trying to figure out, I'm going to put this video up online, that we did with Karis One and I. So I thank y'all so much. Reach out to me. My email is sabirbayradio@gmail.com. I hope y'all got something from this. And please share it 1,000 times and say, yes, Sabir said he'll challenge anybody on social media. Anybody. Okay? So Jarrell, I got to go. My email's right here, sabirbayradio@gmail.com. Stay high. What up?
What the fuck y'all like? Let's go. Get money.
Chain gleaming, switching lanes, 2C and hate them or love them for the same reason. Can't leave it, the game needs them. Plus the people need someone to believe in. So in God, some we trust, cause they know I'ma give them what they want. They're looking for a hero. I guess that makes me a hero. Another chapter, the cleanest rapper, distinguished gentleman, cooks a castle on his back, made backer. Exotic lady, eye catcher, holla at ya. Call me the chiropractor, working like Muay Thai class, can press fire out ya. And of course, I've been the boss since back when, rockin' D-boy, feel like velour in a 190 black Benz. Now they shut down the stores when I'm shopping. Used to be train robbing, face covered in stocking. I'm down. Chain gleaming, switching lanes, 2C and hate them or love them for the same reason. Can't leave it, the game needs them. Plus the people need someone to believe in. So in God, some we trust, cause they know I'ma give them what they want.
the reloader. Come at me, I'ma rip your soldiers in half. Silverback 8, nickel-plated mag, young, rich, and flashy. Young bitch, I'm nasty, all black clothes to ice lay on me so classy. And every time I close my lids, I can still see the barrel, I can still see the bridge, can still see the dreams that my niggas ain't never lived to see. Tell them angels open the door for me. From 9 Berettas and moving raw, the chilling and wine selling sticks and humidors. That's what I call mature, that's what I call a G, that's what I call a pimp, that's what I call a gangster to the fullest shit. I'm trying to make more cream by every September 14th. That's my dream, so I can be more clean. As I grow yearly, I can see things more clearly. That's why they fear me. Chain gleaming, switching lanes, to see and hate them, I love them for the same reason. Can't leave it, the game needs them. Plus the people need someone to believe in. So in God's some trust, cause they know I'ma give them what they want. They're looking for a hero. I guess what makes me it's universal apartheid, I'm hog-tied, the corporate side, blocking y'all from going to stores and buying it. First I laying, just riding with it. But Newsweek articles startled big wigs. They said, Nas, why is you trying it? My lawyers only see the Billboard charts as winning, forgetting. Nas the only true rebel since the beginning. Still in musical prison and jail for the flow. Try telling Bob Dylan, Bruce, or Billy Joe they can't sing what's in their soul. So entitled it is, I never changed nothing. But people remember this if Nas can't say it. Think about these talented kids with new ideas being told. But they can and can't spit, I can't sit and watch it. So shit, I'ma drop it, like it or not. You ain't got a cop it, I'm a hustler in the studio. Cups of Don Julio, no matter what the CD call. I'm unbeatable, y'all. Let's go.
Somebody just text me, Gerald. They said, "Could you go longer?" What you think? Somebody said, "Can I close out the hour?" What you think, bro? What y'all think? I mean, if y'all join the feed with me, I get a lot of messages saying, "Could you come on and go further?" I'm like, support it. How about that part? That's the best thing you can do. Everybody said, "Go longer, Sabir. Just go 3 hours." Okay, so this is what we do. I'd give y'all to the 3 hour mark, okay? If y'all share it out. How about that part? What you think, Flash Flood? My comedian brother, what you think? If y'all share it out, I'll do the 3 hours. Let's get somebody to challenge me on reparations. How about that part? Challenge me on reparations, okay? He said, "Yes, sir." We gotta listen. Y'all gotta sow a seed, baby. Y'all wasn't sowed the seed yesterday in church. Sow a seed with Sabir. I'm not worth it. Shit, y'all want me to go the whole, keep going. Sheesh. Cozy, what up, baby? What it do? They can't touch me, homie. So let's see what else. I think. What you think, Jarrell?
Was it?
No, somebody was at this. It just told me to keep going. They said keep going. How about somebody motivate me? Drop 200 in my Zelle, PayPal, Chime, Cash App. Somebody drop 200 or 300 in. Shit, y'all want me to keep going? They want me to keep going. Shoot, help out. Buy some books. Tell a friend. Shit. Let me check my Cash App and see if anybody donated anything. I'm gonna tell you in a minute. I'm gonna be open. I'm gonna be open with y'all. Oh, yeah, keep going. Nope. Damn. Nah, nobody. Yeah, man, what the heck? Shoot, what you want me to do? You want to help me out, brother Flash Flood? You want me to keep going? Do they? Yeah, they don't even have to. The people that be lying to y'all don't even ask y'all. Shoot. Buy a book. How about this book? That's a book. The oldest university in the world. Or what you can do is bring me somebody real quick and I'll dust them off in 5 minutes. Okay, so I guess the answer is no. So my people earlier said, y'all, I got a bunch of broke people that follow my page anyway. So I'm going to go though. Hold up, where we at? Let me jump off. So I'm going to close out with one more track. Don't say I didn't warn him, brother. I gave him the olive branch. All right, peace.
This ain't for everybody. Y'all know who y'all are.
You are, man.
Yeah, you know who you are. These are our heroes. Let's hear it. One for the coons on UPN9 and WB, who yes, massa on TV. Whatever happened to Weezy? The Red Foxes never got Emmys, but were real to me. Let's hear it. Two for the spooks who do cartwheels, cause they said they played their parts well. Now they claim caviar, hate that oxtail. Lambda Sigma Phi badge on lapel. Why do you always tell him, ooh, he speaks so well? Are you the one we look to, the decent Negro? The acceptable Negro? Hell nah, but they say these are our heroes. Master used to breed us to be bigger, to go play. Athletes of today in the NBA make me proud, but there's something they don't say. Keep getting accused for abusing white pussy. From OJ to Kobe, let's call him Tobe. First he played his life cool, just like Michael. Now he rock ice too, just like I do. Yo, you can't do better than that. The hotel clerk who'd adjust the bathroom mat. Now you lose sponsorships that you thought had your back. Yeah, you beat the rap jigaboo, fake nigga you. You turn around, then you shit on Shaq. Who would've knew? Mr. Goody Two Shoes. He love a little butt crack, got enough cash. Little kids with they bus pass who look up to you to do something for the youth. Stupid spoof, but you let them use you as an example. They would rep, but our heroes got their hands full. Let's hear it. One for the coons on UPN9 and WB, who yes, massa on TV. Whatever happened to Weezy? The Red Foxes never got Emmys, but were real to me. Let's hear it. Two for the spooks who do cartwheels, cause they said they played their parts well. Now they claim caviar, hate that oxtail. Lambda Sigma Phi badge on lapel. Why do you always tell him, ooh, he speaks so well? Are you the one we look to, the decent Negro? The acceptable Negro? Hell nah, but they say these are our heroes. You homie the clown, bow tie, apple pie, Bojangles, but we love Bojangles. We know what he came through, but what's your excuse, dude? You talk black, but your album sound like you give your nuts for a plaque. You don't ride for the facts like say Scarface. You don't know what you feel. Y'all too safe. Election done came and went. Y'all worked so hard for it, and in the end we all got dicked. These are our heroes. Thanks a lot. Public school system still rot. Still harassed by cops, snitches on blocks, selling their peoples out. Some real folks with clout. Tavis Smiley, Michael Eric Dyson, Stokely Carmichael. Let's try to be like them. Nikki Giovanni, poetical black female. Jim Brown to the people who sing well from Fela to Miriam Makeba. The mirror says you are the next American leader, so don't be accepting new We Are the World records. He's picking and he's hit with anything to sell records, cause it's trendy to be the conscious MC, but next year who knows what we'll see. These are our heroes. Let's hear it. One for the coons on UPN9 and WB, who yes, massa on TV. Whatever happened to Weezy? The Red Foxes never got Emmys, but were real to me. Let's hear it. Two for the spooks who do cartwheels, cause they said they played their parts well. Now they claim caviar, hate that oxtail. Lambda Sigma Phi badge on lapel. Why do you always tell him, ooh, he speaks so well? Are you the one we look to, the decent Negro? The acceptable Negro? Hell nah, but they say these are our heroes. Yeah, I want to give a special shout out to the crew doing their thing out there, repping us hard. Big up to Tiger Woods. Yeah, you don't stop. Big up to Cuba Gooding Jr. Tay Diggs. What up, my nigga? Yeah, haha. And you don't quit, and you don't quit, and you don't stop, and you don't quit. I'm out of here. Please, excuse me, please. Let me get to my limousine. I'm out of here. I know.
Somebody just told me, they said, man, you have to have a vote for your books. Let me tell you something about this. My brain is the vote. That's the vote. That's the vote, Jarrell. And I believe I have this thing. I don't even know. I never heard of this before. Man, you was in the medical field, right?
Yep.
So this thing, the actress from this TV show, she's called TBI. TBI. Traumatic brain injury. I said, I got a bullet in my head. Maybe that's my work in reverse. I didn't even know nothing about this, brother. TBI. Seriously, I didn't know nothing about that. So I heard this actress talk about it. She had it.
Yeah, yep. Football players, people who was in explosions, all kind of stuff.
So how did this happen? I got shot in my head. I was shot in my. I still have a bullet in my head. How did that motherfucker work? I guess my shit went in reverse. Because I remember shit. Oh, dude. So I gotta go, man. It was real. I appreciate y'all so much, man. I was going to go longer, but you know, the support is doo-doo. So I thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all, man. I gotta call my children's up, but share the videos out. And anytime, anywhere, I'm open to challenge somebody on some facts, not yelling like Sonetta show. So I wasn't beating up my brother DL, but I want my brother DL Hughley to really let's sit down and have a discussion about reparations, brother. And honestly, let's have a real conversation about reparations. Who owe reparations? Who would you get reparations from? And who would you give reparations to? And if y'all would like to have this conversation, please reach out to me. I've done this reparations study thing for over 20 something years, big. So they do not owe black people reparations. They don't. No one went to war with people that's called themselves black. I thank y'all. Share the videos out. My email is right here if you want to reach me, SabirBeyRadio@gmail.com. Peace, my brother Jarrell. I got to go call my daughter.